Wednesday, June 17th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, a fundraising drive is underway in Nova Scotia for the family of a woman who died in a major fire in Bridgewater last week. Your top news headlines just ahead.
And the ongoing drug crisis in Moncton. We'll speak with the city's fire chief about how the rapid response vehicle is being used during overdose calls. That is in our second hour.
Plus, a charming way to spend your time. We'll get the details on a workshop happening later today. That's just one of the many fun events happening at the Halifax's Argyle Fine Art. All that and so much more just ahead on the Wednesday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Come on in, join us. We're open for business. Flip the sign on the door. Today it's not a living room, it's a shop, I've decided. You know what? It's fun to play make-believe.
It really is.
It really is. Today we're pretending we're in a shop.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So welcome on in. We're open for business today. You've made it halfway through the week, June 17th. I would love to say in the Halifax area, had a glorious walk after dinner. Summer breeze in the air, sun shining. Are we getting, well, first of all, did you have a nice afternoon?
We did. You know what it was yesterday? It was our little boy's 9th birthday.
Was it?
Yeah, which is hard to believe. Yeah, wild.
I know.
So I said, what do you want to do? And on that beautiful sunny day, he says, I want to play video games together. So we did get some time outside, but that was a major part of it. But still nice to see. Drive with the windows down. Don't you love the sound of like the other cars whooshing on by?
Breeze in the air. How's the garden coming along?
Good. It's
good.
blossoming and blooming. We're very excited.
Yay.
My husband's obsessed with the garden now. He's constantly looking over. I look at it like once in a while. I'm like, it's growing.
It's
growing.
fine.
It's happening. Great growing conditions. Bit of rain, bit of sun.
Exactly. Much of the same.
Okay.
So we are seeing some steadier showers for Newfoundland and Labrador today. For the Maritime region, beautiful sunrise early this morning, starting off your day. We are going to see pretty warm temperatures as well. As of right now, it is currently 10 degrees in Moncton. We will be seeing temperatures rise, seasonal to above seasonal for much of those daytime highs. Yet again, for the Maritimes, lots of sunshine starting off your day. 14 degrees right now in Halifax, with 7 starting off your day in both Sydney and Charlottetown, 9 degrees in Labrador City, and 5 into St. John's, Newfoundland. So as I'd mentioned, precipitation for Newfoundland and Labrador today, showers and rain. For the Maritime region into the afternoon, we are expecting a low chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms for parts of all 3 Maritime provinces to move back in. In terms of the wind, it's going to remain quite light today for all 3 Maritime provinces. As of right now, nothing above 17 kilometers per hour in Canso, 13 in Halifax, 11 into North Cape, no wind gusts to report. We'll take a look at your sunny but a bit of shower activity forecast coming up. But first, we're going to look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you so much, Latavia. There's growing concerns about the prevalence of tainted street drugs in the region. The problem has been well documented in Moncton in recent months, but now 5 counties in Nova Scotia are reporting similar issues. Drug alerts from the province's health authority have now been issued for West Hants, Lunenburg, Kings, Pictou, and Cumberland counties. The alert indicates laced crack cocaine and crystal meth supplies. Multiple overdoses have been reported.
We need to look at providing recovery services here for people in Nova Scotia right now. We need to be getting the drugs off the street, and we need to look at the practices that we currently have in place, that have been in place across the country, that I think the public are standing up and speaking up and saying, these are not working.
The health authority is urging drug users not to use drugs alone and have naloxone ready in case of an opioid overdose. Testimony will continue today at the double murder trial in St. John. On Tuesday, a forensic specialist with the RCMP testified about blood test results obtained from Roman Komishny on the morning the 2 boys were killed. Natalie DeRosier testified that the blood alcohol projection was the equivalent of 2 to 3 bottles of 5% beer, and the active ingredient found in allergy and sleep aid medications was also found in Komishny's blood. A second witness, an RCMP forensic specialist, said DNA from 2 other individuals was found on Komishny's clothing. Komishny is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges. A fundraising drive is underway in Nova Scotia for the family of a woman who died in a major fire in Bridgewater last week. The GoFundMe post identifies the victim as 24-year-old Amitich Kaur, who came from India as an international student in 2020. The goal of the drive is to raise enough money to have her body returned to her family in India. More than $45,000 has been raised so far. Still no word on what caused the fire, which spread to an adjacent building on King Street and destroyed both. Officials have said first responders were under the impression everyone had safely evacuated the building. Later learned Kaur was unaccounted for. Nova Scotia's official opposition is urging the Houston government to take advantage of federal dollars to help lower rents and ease traffic congestion in the HRM. The party notes the Carney government has pledged tens of billions of dollars over the next decade for housing, along with education and public transit infrastructure. But Nova Scotia has yet to apply for the $366 million it would be entitled to under the Build Communities Strong Fund.
Right now, there are hundreds of millions of dollars on the table from the federal government in new programs to help build affordable housing and better transit across the country. Nova Scotia needs a share of this money to meet these pressing needs, but we have to fight for it.
Along with affordable housing, Claudia Chender says the cash could be earmarked for expansion of rapid transit and ferry service in the city. At the pumps, you'll be paying less for diesel in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick on this Wednesday morning. Diesel in Nova Scotia Zone 1 dropped by 8.6 cents overnight. The minimum price now $1.86.5 a litre. The Energy Board says the adjustment is necessary due to a significant shift in the market price. Gas was not impacted. In New Brunswick, diesel fell by 5.7 cents. The maximum price now $2.06.5. Prices in PEI did not change overnight. It's only been running for a few days, but bars and restaurants in Halifax are delighted with the impact of the World Cup, saying the timing couldn't be better. CTV's Hafsa Arif explains.
The seats may have been empty in the middle of the afternoon, but owners expect it won't stay that way for long.
We're at the beginning of tourism season, so we're already ramping up for summer, and to have a World Cup, one, hosted in Canada is awesome, but two, to have so many games on all day, every day has been a real boost for business. It's been awesome. At
the Old Triangle, staff are getting ready with decorations, giveaways, and game day specials.
Outside, obviously, Canada games, everyone is packed, and it's quite the scene, but, you know, you get those odds and end games, whether it be like Belgium playing or kind of the smaller countries, you've always got a couple of tables around watching it, and that's been nice.
At Dirty Nelly's, soccer fans have long gathered to watch the game. Now the World Cup is bringing even more through the door.
We actually have, on Saturday, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TVs going here. We also have a pull-down screen.
Owners expect more of the same as Canada continues its tournament run.
Traditionally, we all live in Canada, and we know that hockey is the game. But now I think that soccer is Canada and the U.S. are embracing soccer like never before. And there's a lot of hype.
You know, the World Cup, it's a once-in-a-generation thing to have it in Canada, and I encourage everyone to get out and watch a few games. It's been a blast so far.
Now with SailGP arriving this weekend and planned events across downtown, pub owners are preparing for what could be one of the busiest stretches of summer.
Saturday and Sunday night, we've got a shore party scheduled on the street with entertainment scheduled on the 3 blocks, which are all going to be closed down. We're here to welcome all of the folks from across Canada and indeed across the world that are coming from SailGP.
Hafsa Arif, CTV News, Halifax.
Thank you, Hafsa. Yeah, good reminder too, SailGP. So that's happening in downtown Halifax this weekend as well. So it's a very busy time.
Oh, yeah. You can go down the waterfront, check it out. Dartmouth side or Halifax side. Good times, lots of great action. Okay, and speaking of action, the 2026 FIFA World Cup obviously still in full swing. CTV TSN Crave, your home for coverage of every game during this 5-week tournament. A little reminder that the games will impact our shows on certain days. So CTV News at 5 and CTV News at 6. Those newscasts will move to CTV 2 on those days. Tomorrow will be 1, but you can get all the details by scanning that QR code or going to ctvnewsatlantic.ca for all the details. And if you're watching our show today on a Roku TV, this story is for you. Fox has a deal to buy Roku for $22 billion US. Roku is one of the biggest streamers in the world with a reach of more than 100 million households. Fox calls the deal another step in its pivot to taking its news and sports programming online. Fox already owns the online streamer Tubi.
Wow.
Yeah, Roku.
So many streamers. Yeah, fun to say. Well, we are happy that you are watching us this morning, and we hope you'll stick around because we'll have a look at your national and international news headlines on this Wednesday morning, including the latest headlines from the G7 meeting. And Latavia will have the full look at the forecast. It is midweek. We have some sunshine here. Look at this beautiful morning. Another great thing about this time of year, the sun is up so early now.
Oh, is this like this is King's Wharf? This is the Sail GP setup.
Mm-hmm.
Soon it's going to be populated with Actione.
Yes, so if you're walking around, you mentioned downtown Dartmouth, like walking around there, you can see where they start to set up. It's really cool. And the forecast, is that cool? Find out next.
Happy Wednesday, Atlantic Canada. The time now is 6:13. We're taking a live look at St. John's, Newfoundland, starting off at 5 degrees. Cloudy and a foggy start to the day. We are expecting periods of rain in your area that will taper off to drizzle later today. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. We do have sunshine in the forecast, but also seeing some wet weather stick around for parts of the region. As of right now, it is 14 degrees to start off your day in Halifax, 10 degrees in Yarmouth, as well as into Moncton, 9 degrees in Charlottetown, and also into Labrador City, 7 degrees in Corner Brook. Over to our forecast timeline. So we are going to see that heavier precipitation for both Labrador and Newfoundland today into the maritime region, starting off the day with lots of sunshine. Temperatures expected to warm up yet again. And then into the afternoon, we do have a low chance of showers that will pop up for parts of all 3 maritime provinces. For New Brunswick, there is a risk of thunderstorms. That takes us into tonight. We are going to see temperatures warm back up for our lows. Going to be quite a lovely night ahead, but we do have showers remaining in the forecast that will take us into early Thursday morning. Sunshine will return yet again. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters for Miramichi, 5 to 10 for Bathurst. And then for Labrador, we're looking into 5 to 10 millimeters rather for Labrador City, 10 to 20 for Happy Valley Goose Bay, as well as into St. Anthony and St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast today for New Brunswick. Daytime highs will range from 21 up to 27 degrees in Moncton. Sunny skies today. Isolated showers expected this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms and light wind expected across the province. For Prince Edward Island, highs between 18 degrees up to 24 in Summerside and Charlottetown. Mainly sunny skies today. Showers will arrive into the evening. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, pretty much the same, mainly sunny skies. We are going to see showers into the evening for Cape Breton. For eastern Nova Scotia, we do have a bit of shower activity expected into this afternoon, still around a 30% chance of it happening. And for the rest of Nova Scotia, 19 degrees in Yarmouth, up to 26 in Kentville. Sunny skies today with a low chance of showers expected this afternoon. For Labrador City, we are looking at a high of 18 degrees, scattered showers with the risk of thunderstorms today. 7 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, periods of rain tapering off to drizzle into this evening. Thursday's forecast, we will be seeing sunshine to start and then increasing cloudiness for all 3 maritime provinces. We have another low pressure system that will make its way over, bringing rain into the overnight hours across all 3 maritime provinces. That will make its way over to Newfoundland and Labrador. Into Friday's forecast, we do have shower activity returning, but also seeing a bit of sunshine across Nova Scotia and parts of Prince Edward Island. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. The third and final day of the G7 summit is underway in France. Prime Minister Mark Carney and U.S. President Donald Trump don't have a formal one-on-one meeting scheduled at the summit, but an unscripted private moment caught on camera yesterday is making headlines. CTV's Michael Couture has more on what it reveals.
As G7 leaders prepared for their working lunch, Prime Minister Mark Carney took advantage of the moment to talk trade with U.S. President Donald Trump. In an apparent reference to the amount of Chinese electric vehicles Canada agreed to let into the country in January, Carney conveyed to Trump how little he believes it would affect the North American market. The agreement with China would allow for the annual import of 49,000 Chinese-manufactured EVs into Canada. In exchange, China lowered tariffs on a number of Canadian products, including canola. Also in Evian, Canada-U.S. Trade Minister Dominic LeBlanc and lead trade negotiator Janice Charette met with their American counterparts.
We talked about a number of other issues that the United States raises with us, but we also talked about issues that are important to Canadian workers and the Canadian economy.
Now, after securing the deal with Iran, Trump's focus shifted to Ukraine. Following a meeting with President Volodymyr Zelensky on the margins of the G7 summit, Trump had this message for Vladimir Putin.
Russia should make a deal. Russia's lost tremendous amounts of people, and so does Ukraine.
Ukraine will win. It's just a question of time.
To help make that happen, Canada announced additional sanctions against 162 Russian individuals and entities targeting the Russian war machine. And President Zelensky feels a new sense of momentum towards a resolution.
It's great that everybody's understanding.
Yeah.
And it's great that Russia is not winning, and we have to push Putin to end this war.
G7 leaders will continue their meetings on Wednesday, but there are no plans for Trump and Carney to sit down together. But as we saw today, that doesn't mean they won't have important discussions, even if they're brief. Mike Lecouteur, CTV News, near Evian, France.
And the Prime Minister says the deal to end hostilities between the U.S. and Iran is a game changer, adding the conflict in the Middle East was worth it. Mark Carney made the comments to CNN at the G7 summit yesterday.
We're very pleased with the deal that's been struck. It sets the groundwork to ensure Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon. It sets the groundwork for a reintegration over time of the economies in the region. It sets the groundwork for a solution in Lebanon, which we discussed today. So it's positive. Of course, it has to be followed through. It has to be implemented. And I think one of the things is the president helped create that deal, led creating that deal. I think it's a game changer, not just for this situation, because it starts to take off certainly this issue, but it allows us, and this is what's happened in the meeting, to step back, look anew at Ukraine situation. We also, collectively, we have to take the lessons of this. And one of the big lessons here is that, don't be held hostage to one choke point in the global economy, whether that's for oil, whether that's for gas, whether it's for critical minerals, whether it's for a large language model, cyber capability, all things we're discussing here.
And yesterday at the G7 summit, U.S. President Donald Trump said negotiations on a peace deal with Iran are progressing. While he wouldn't reveal the specific language of the tentative deal, he reiterated a sticking point.
They will not develop, purchase, buy, or any other thing. They're not going to acquire a nuclear weapon. If they do, all hell will rain down on them.
Trump claims Iran wants to get a deal done. He also says ships are moving, adding the Strait of Hormuz should be fully open by Friday. He says it will remain toll-free beyond the 60-day ceasefire. Finally, fans were treated to a show last night at the World Cup when Lionel Messi scored 3 goals in Argentina's match against Algeria.
Messi flying forward. Lionel Messi!
Messi's first ever World Cup hat trick gave defending champion Argentina a 3-0 win. He ties the World Cup career scoring record with 16 goals exactly 20 years to the day he made his World Cup debut. It is the 38-year-old's 6th World Cup. A quick break now. When we return, we will have your must-see moment from our colleagues at TSN, plus your business headlines. The Wednesday edition of Your Morning Atlantic returns right after this.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100.
welcome back. I remember watching that thinking, what the high heck is happening here? You were probably a little too little to be
Yeah, but
aware.
it's still a very infamous story, right?
Infamous story for sure. Well, it is now 6:25, and that means it's time to check in with our friends at TSN Sports Center for today's must-see moment.
Welcome inside the Sports Center newsroom. I'm Adam Scully with a trio of must-see moments for you from Tuesday forward. We go to day 6 of the FIFA World Cup, where 3 of the world's biggest soccer stars put on a performance for the ages. Early in the day was France taking on Senegal, where Kylian Mbappe fires a rocket from 30 yards out for the brace, his 58th career goal for France, becoming his country's all-time leading goal scorer. Later in the afternoon, Erling Haaland had a World Cup debut for the ages, finding the back of the net in the 29th and 43rd minute. The Norwegian all-time goals leader has now scored in his last 11 competitive appearances for Norway, dating back to November of 2024. Not to be outdone, Leo Messi becomes the first man to ever appear at 6 World Cups. 76-minute records his first ever World Cup hat-trick and breaks Cristiano Ronaldo's record as the oldest player to score a hat-trick at the World Cup. He also ties the record for the most goals in World Cup history with 16. TSN's exclusive coverage of the FIFA World Cup continues Wednesday with a quadruple header, beginning with Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal taking on the Democratic Republic of Congo. Kickoff for that begins at 12:45 p.m. Eastern, 9:45 a.m. Pacific on TSN, CTV, and Crave. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
This TSN must-see moment brought to you by J.R. Rahe's Furniture and Appliances.
Taking a look at our 3-day forecast for New Brunswick today, looking at a high of 25. Starting off with lots of sunshine, then increasing cloudiness, a low chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. 24 degrees on Thursday, seeing a mix of sun and cloud. Evening rain moves in. And then on Friday, ending off the work week with 22 degrees and scattered showers for parts of the province into the afternoon. For Nova Scotia, 24 degrees today, sunny skies, isolated showers this afternoon. Isolated showers start off the day on Thursday, and then we'll see evening rain, a high of 24. 22 degrees on Friday, looking at a mix of sun and cloud and evening showers. For Prince Edward Island, 22 degrees today, mainly sunny with evening showers. 23 degrees on Thursday, seeing sunshine stick around throughout the day, evening rain. And then on Friday, 20 degrees with isolated showers. Time now is 6:28. We'll be right back after this.
Coming up this half hour, the Move Morning Chat. Today we're throwing it back to our proms. Who did you go to prom with? Show us your dress. Show us your snappy suit. That's in about 15 minutes on Your Morning Atlantic.
Georgia in Moncton, she had her prom last night.
Oh.
Dad's a firefighter, my brother-in-law Chris, so she took her and her boyfriend Ozzy to prom in a fire truck.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's
really?
pretty cool.
Yes.
That's fun. Oh my gosh.
She had a red dress. She looked stunning.
Epic. She looked like a fire truck.
Princess.
Rode in a fire truck
Right?
princess. Yeah, queen fire truck. I love that idea.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super cool. So can't wait to get into this conversation. A big part of prom is taking the photos outside. So what's the weather going to be like?
Well, it's going to be actually a pretty lovely day for the Maritime region. Now, Newfoundland, Labrador is still dealing with some wet weather. It's going to be a bit steadier and heavy today.
Okay.
But for the Maritime region, a low chance of showers will return this afternoon. But as you can see from our live eye over in Antigonish, it's going to be quite a lovely day ahead. Temperatures already beginning to warm up slowly, but we are going to see above seasonal to seasonal daytime highs across much of the Maritime region today. So light layers early on and probably shedding them into the afternoon as temperatures warm up and that sunshine heats things up today. So 14 degrees as you start your day in Halifax, 9 in Sydney and Charlottetown, as well as into Fredericton early this morning, 10 degrees in Happy Valley, Goose Bay, and 5 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland. So as I mentioned, precipitation still over Newfoundland and Labrador today. Into the Maritime region, around a 30% chance of showers for parts of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. Scotia. Other than that, though, we are going to hold on to some sunshine into the afternoon. And in terms of the wind forecast, it's going to remain quite light for all three maritime provinces. 15 kilometers per hour right now in Sydney, 11 in Halifax, and no wind gusts to report. We'll take another look at your long-range forecast just ahead. First, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. A fundraising drive is underway in Nova Scotia for the family of a woman who died in a major fire in Bridgewater last week. The GoFundMe post identifies the victim as 24-year-old Amitaj Kaur, who came from India as an international student in 2020. The goal of the drive is to raise enough money to have her body returned to her family in India. More than $45,000 has been raised so far. There's still no word on what caused the fire, which spread to an adjacent building on King Street and destroyed both. Officials have said first responders were under the impression everyone had safely evacuated the building, but later learned Kaur was unaccounted for. There is growing concerns about the prevalence of tainted street drugs in the region. The problem's been well documented in Moncton in recent months. Now, 5 counties in Nova Scotia reporting similar issues. Drug alerts from the province's health authority have now been issued for West Hants, Lunenburg, Kings, Pictou, and Cumberland counties. The alert indicates laced crack cocaine and crystal meth supplies. Multiple overdoses have been reported.
We need to look at providing recovery services here for people in Nova Scotia right now. We need to be getting the drugs off the street, and we need to look at the practices that we currently have in place, that have been in place across the country, that I think the public are standing up and speaking up and saying, these are not working.
The health authority is urging drug users not to use drugs alone and have naloxone ready in case of an opioid overdose. You'll be paying less for diesel in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick this morning. Diesel in Nova Scotia, Zone 1 dropped by 8.6 cents overnight. The minimum price now $1.86.5. The Energy Board says the adjustment is necessary due to a significant shift in the market price. Gas was not impacted. And in New Brunswick, diesel fell by 5.7 cents a litre. The maximum price now $2.06.5. Prices in PEI did not change overnight. People living in a rural area of New Brunswick want to know why a piece of their history is being torn down. The Kujipakwak Dam is being demolished. It was built in 1917. Decades later, it became one of NB Power's first hydro dams and provided service to the communities of Rishabukto, Rexton, and St. Louis de Kent.
Not good. Kujipakwak is losing a lot of history.
I mean, it's a part of our community, a lot of memories. It doesn't seem like it was harming the environment.
Fisheries and Oceans Canada says the demolition is necessary because, depending on water conditions, the dam can impede fish passage. TFO says by removing the dam, the river's natural flow will be restored, allowing Atlantic salmon and other species to migrate freely through the Kujipakwak River. The habitat restoration project is expected to be completed by the fall. The fate of Halifax's long-shuttered old memorial library still remains uncertain. Closed and replaced 12 years ago, the old library property on Spring Garden Road was the focus of debate at City Hall yesterday. There's still no consensus or clear path forward for the 75-year-old building. Provincial laws prevent the site from becoming anything other than a park, garden, or library. The land is also a former burial ground.
Yes, it's been 14 years, but there is a group of people right now who want to do something with that site. And why would we not entertain an opportunity that would allow them to get into a process?
I've gotten many emails from residents that said a visitor center, a museum, housing, the list goes on and on. I haven't heard anything from the private sector.
Everybody who's looked at this runs away once they get into the particulars because it's really expensive, it's complex, and, you know, to boot, it's sitting on a mass grave.
$7.8 million has been estimated to solely address current deficiencies, but staff say substantially higher figures would be needed to reuse the building. Council has opted to pause the consult and demolition plan and seek interest for adaptive reuse options. Finally, a beloved hockey tradition in this country is coming to an end. After 75 years on the air, Hockey Night in Canada will no longer appear on the CBC.
And they're going to clench it appropriately with a total team effort and a shutout.
Rogers currently has the rights to NHL games in Canada. An agreement between Rogers and CBC that allowed Hockey Night to air on the public broadcaster expired at the end of the playoffs. CBC first aired Hockey Night in Canada back in, do you know the date? Know the year? I'll tell you, 1952.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I would have been way off.
The public broadcaster will keep the Hockey Night brand. Meantime, Sportsnet, which is owned by Rogers, says it will keep airing NHL games on Saturdays, calling it a time-honored tradition for Canadians.
Wow. When I heard this news yesterday, I was a little sad.
I know.
These traditions are such a big part of our Canadian identity, but at least you'll still be Saturday night games. Anywho, let's move on to something different. Video games. This one's kind of for you, Amanda. A rare Nintendo game has just sold for millions of dollars. Check it out. Would you pay millions of dollars for that?
No, but I want it.
According to experts, this is the finest known copy of Super Mario Brothers from 1986, rated at 3.6A++, whatever that means. One of the things that makes it so special is the coveted gloss sticker seal on the top lid, which identifies it as a second production only. 3 sealed gloss sticker second production copies are only known worldwide, and this is the highest graded one available. So,
great game.
Hence the millions of dollars.
Wow. All right, well, still ahead, we will have some entertainment headlines for you, and also the Move Morning Chat. We're also going to throw it back to a vintage time. We're asking, who did you go to prom with? Are you still in touch? Show us your prom photos. That conversation coming up next.
Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 6:43 on your Wednesday morning. Beautiful sunshine starting off your day over in Burnt Coat Head. Currently 12 degrees and temperatures expected to rise for our daytime highs. So we are going to see a warmer start to the day as of right now. 14 degrees in Halifax, a bit cooler in Sydney at 9 degrees also into Charlottetown and Fredericton, 10 degrees in Happy Valley Goose Bay, and cooler in St. John's, Newfoundland at 5. Holding on to precipitation for both Newfoundland and Labrador with scattered showers and periods of rain for Newfoundland. Into the Maritime region, sunshine for all 3 Maritime provinces. And then into the afternoon, we do have a low chance of showers returning for parts of New Brunswick and into Nova Scotia. Around a 30% chance of it happening. Into New Brunswick, we could see a risk of thunderstorms as well. And then into tonight, a chance of showers for all 3 Maritime provinces. That will clear up before midnight, taking us into early Thursday morning, where we are going to start off the day with sunshine yet again. If you are wondering about precipitation totals, going to remain quite light, seeing only around 5 to 10 millimeters for Bathurst, and then seeing accumulation for both Newfoundland and Labrador, with Labrador seeing 10 to 20 millimeters in Happy Valley Goose Bay, and also into St. Anthony and St. John's. Here's a look at our forecast today for New Brunswick. Daytime highs will be heating up around 21 to 27 degrees into Moncton. We're looking at sunshine throughout the day today. Increasing cloudiness, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud into the afternoon, isolated showers, and a risk of thunderstorms. Prince Edward Island will see lots of sunshine across the island today, but evening showers expected, still around a 30% chance of it happening. Daytime highs will range from 18 degrees up to 24 in Summerside and Charlottetown. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, daytime highs between 16 degrees in Canso, up to 26 degrees in Truro. We are going to see mainly sunny skies for eastern Nova Scotia, looking at a chance of isolated showers this afternoon. Cape Breton is seeing showers this evening. For the rest of Nova Scotia, pretty much the same. Lots of sunshine today. We do have a low chance of showers returning this afternoon, with highs between 19 degrees in Yarmouth, up to 26 degrees in Kentville. For Labrador City, looking at scattered showers and a risk of thunderstorms today, with a high of 18 degrees, so much warmer day ahead. 7 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, looking at periods of rain transitioning over to periods of drizzle into the evening. For a forecast on Thursday, increasing cloudiness to start your day, still holding on to sunshine, though, for the Maritime region. And then we do have a chance of showers returning for parts of the Maritime region into the afternoon. And then into the evening, we're going to see periods of rain move in for all 3 Maritime provinces. That precipitation will move into Newfoundland and Labrador. With Friday, we are going to still hold on to some wet weather, but also seeing a bit of sunshine. So that's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to the Move Morning Chat.
Aaron and Peter from Move Mornings in Halifax join us for the Move Morning Chat. And since it is prom season, graduation season, we're going back in time and we're asking, who's your prom date and are you still in touch? Aaron, let's start with you, and I can't wait to see the photos.
Oh my gosh, it's always fun looking back. Now, I had prom in 2009, so going back a few years here. And I was actually like that high maintenance girl. I had 2 prom dates.
You had 2?
I had 2 prom dates. So I had originally agreed to go with my very good friend. His name is Rob Harris. We're still in touch. He lives in Calgary, great guy. Went to prom with Rob. That was the plan. But then right before prom, of course, I was like, well, I have to start dating somebody. So then it made my prom a little bit complicated because we had to go to 2 homes to have 2 different photo shoots with 2 different people. I mean, it was a little bit much, but looking back, it makes for a good story that I would have 2 dates at prom. That was me in 2009 at my prom with the balloons.
Adorable.
And then so my official prom date was Rob. Great guy, still in touch. That's us and all of our prom dates. Anyway, really good memories and feeling nostalgic as we're seeing everybody else go to their prom. He had a broken finger, of course, just in time for our prom.
Always, and I like how we got it in the shot
right?
as well.
Yeah, good times.
Peter, tell us about your prom. Yeah.
I have no photos, as I joked with Aaron. Cameras were not yet invented by the time I was going to prom. But let me just say, this is a little bit different here because I went to a school that was and is so small as far as population goes that it was a junior and senior high mix, grade 7 to grade 12. And in total, there may have been, when I was going to school there, maybe 250 kids. Wow. So if it was just the graduating class, you would end up with like 20 people at prom. So that wasn't going to work. So basically, anybody who entered the school could go to the prom. You could end up going several times over your junior high and high school lifespan. So anyway, all to say that I still am friends with the folks I went to proms with over the years and still keep in touch with a few folks. But I just want to mention really quickly who I never got to take to the prom. Someone I asked who wanted to go to the prom, but it never happened. So I was in grade 9, she was in grade 8. We lived in 2 separate towns, one in Cumberland County, one in Pictou County. And we were a couple of hours apart, but we stayed close because of a youth group we were both involved in. So I asked her to prom in grade 9. We had it all worked out. She was going to stay with a friend in town in Parsboro. And, it could all work. We had it all figured out. But her mom said, no, I don't think she's going to go to Parsboro and, stay overnight with a friend or whatever. No, not such a great idea, Peter. All to say there is a happy ending. I've been married to this young woman for the last 37 years. So although we didn't get to go to prom together, we did get our first dance together a few years later.
Peter, that really worked out for you in the end.
It worked out.
Yes. I have to say, hopefully you got a new suit for the wedding.
For the wedding, the blue tuxedo was just not great for the wedding. So I traded it in for a black tuxedo.
I love that. So my prom was 2006. I was graduating from Sackville High School, which is wild to think that was 20 years ago. And we did photos at my house in Sackville. And my date was a very lovely young man named Jeff Ross, actually. So when I was in grade 12, no one asked me to prom. Like, I did not get asked at all. And Jeff was a good friend of mine. He was actually in grade 11, so the year below me. So I asked Jeff if he wanted to come with me to prom, and he was so nice and so lovely and just so kind. So I have a few photos too from back in the day. I had this blue dress that I really loved with a bunch of silver details to it. But if I look back on my prom photos, I wish I had done some of my curly hair because it's all like slicked back into a bun. I wish I was better at controlling my natural curls and can look back on those photos. But honestly, not much has changed. As for where Jeff is, I'm not sure where he is right now, but these are a bunch of my girlfriends from back in the day, and many of whom I am still friends with today. And we did the typical thing where we had the party at the Westin. There is Jeff. Look how handsome he looks. He was so lovely. We did our photos at the public gardens, and it was raining that day. So it was my best friend from high school, Kylie. And I still have that dress somewhere, and I'm pretty sure those jewelry was brought to you by Claire's.
Fancy.
A lot of frosting in the makeup.
Yeah.
Anyways, I hope Jeff's doing well because he was just a lovely person. So we're putting the question to you at home. Who was your prom date? And are you still in touch? Did you get married like Peter? Let us know. Send us a text at 10400, and we would also love to see your prom photos as well and share them. That's later in the show.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:54. We're going to head over to Hollywood and take a look at your entertainment headlines.
The Grammys will have 5 new categories next year, including Best Latin Song, Best Asian Pop Music Performance, and Best Traditional Pop Vocal Performance. You can watch the Grammys on ABC next February.
Sorry I'm late, darling.
Get ready for more rumors and romance. Rivals has been renewed for a 3rd season. You can watch the first 2 seasons on Hulu in the U.S.
I was just getting to know my daughter.
Netflix users say goodbye to Stars Hollow. Gilmore Girls is leaving the streaming service at the end of the month after 12 years. It's still on Hulu and Disney+. Disney is the parent company of ABC News.
They not like us. They not like us.
And rapper Kendrick Lamar turns 39 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Taking a look at our 3-day forecast, a high of 25 degrees for New Brunswick today. Lots of sunshine. We do have a chance of isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon, though. 24 degrees on Thursday. Sunshine returns in the forecast. Rain moves into the evening across the province. And then on Friday, we're looking at 22 degrees, so below seasonal for your daytime high. A mix of sun and cloud with scattered showers expected into the afternoon. For Nova Scotia, 24 degrees today. Sunny skies with increasing cloudiness, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. We do have isolated showers moving in this afternoon. On Thursday, lots of sunshine for much of the province. Mainland Nova Scotia will see a chance of isolated showers into the afternoon. 24 degrees with evening rain across the province. 22 on Friday, a mix of sun and cloud with showers expected into the afternoon. Prince Edward Island, 22 degrees today, mainly sunny with isolated showers into the evening. 23 degrees on Thursday, mainly sunny skies yet again. Evening rain across the island. 20 degrees on Friday with isolated showers.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3.
It's Wednesday, June 17th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, a fundraising drive is underway in Nova Scotia for the family of a woman who died in a major fire in Bridgewater last week. The story just ahead in your top news headlines.
And overdose response. Moncton's fire chief details the new gear first responders are using to help the rapid response in the city's overdose crisis. That'll be in 15 minutes on our show, Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Hump Day. The time now is 7 o'clock. It's going to be quite a lovely day today for the Maritime region. Lots of sunshine returning. Could have probably already see it as you head outdoors this morning.
That always puts a smile on my face. Yeah. Oh, these wonderful times of year. It's almost summer, and we're just days away from the official start of summer.
I know. Isn't that wild?
It is wild. I know in my kids' classroom, they have like a countdown for the 10 days left or whatever that they have left for school. And he's like, I don't want to miss any school days.
Aww.
Because he's having so much fun.
Yeah, he's at that age where it's so much fun to hang with your friends and do all the school activities. And
Be
a great day for a field day. There's nothing I love more than an obstacle course followed up with a nice, a little ice cream treat out of a cooler.
Oh my goodness.
Some freezies.
We can do something in our parking lot. Let's have a field day.
We should have a Your Morning Atlantic field day.
Yes.
I'm up for it.
Okay, we'll plan it. Right now, though, we got to get to the weather.
Okay, well, like I mentioned, it's going to be quite lovely today. Light layers early in the morning. Temperatures already starting to warm up. Here's a live look at Charlottetown. It is 9 degrees right now heading outdoors, and lots of sunshine throughout your day today. Mainly sunny skies sticking around. You won't be seeing shower activity until this evening, so get outside, soak up that sunshine, and enjoy the warm weather as those temperatures warm up into the afternoon. It is 14 degrees starting off your day in Halifax, with 9 in Sydney, as well as into Fredericton, 7 degrees in Cartwright, and 5 degrees into St. Anthony. We are seeing wet weather throughout the day today for both Newfoundland and Labrador. For the Maritime region, we do have a low chance of showers into the afternoon, with a risk of thunderstorms for New Brunswick. Isolated showers expected for parts of Nova Scotia this afternoon as well. And in terms of the wind forecast, going to remain quite light for all 3 maritime provinces. 15 kilometers per hour right now in Sydney, with 11 into Halifax, with no wind gusts to report at this time. We'll take another look at your forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. A fundraising drive is underway in Nova Scotia for the family of a woman who died in a major fire in Bridgewater last week. The GoFundMe post identifies the victim as 24-year-old Amitaj Kaur, who came from India as an international student in 2020. The goal of the drive is to raise enough money to have her body returned to her family in India. More than $45,000 has been raised so far. Still no word on what caused the fire, which spread to an adjacent building on King Street and destroyed both. Officials have said first responders were under the impression everyone had safely evacuated the building, but later learned Kaur was unaccounted for. Testimony will continue today at the double murder trial in St. John. On Tuesday, a forensic specialist with the RCMP testified about blood test results obtained from Roman Commissioner on the morning the 2 boys were killed. Natalie DeRosier testified that the blood alcohol projection was the equivalent of 2 to 3 bottles of 5% beer, and the active ingredient found in allergy and sleep aid medications was also found in Commissioner's blood. A second witness, an RCMP forensic specialist, said DNA from 2 other individuals was found on Commissioner's clothing. Commissioner is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges. Nova Scotia's official opposition is urging the Houston government to take advantage of federal dollars to help lower rents and ease traffic congestion in HRM. The party notes the Carney government has pledged tens of billions of dollars over the next decade for housing, along with education and public transit infrastructure. But Nova Scotia has yet to apply for the $366 million it would be entitled to under the Build Community Strong Fund.
Right now, there are hundreds of millions of dollars on the table from the federal government in new programs to help build affordable housing and better transit across the country. Nova Scotia needs a share of this money to meet these pressing needs, but we have to fight for it.
Along with affordable housing, Claudia Chender says the cash could be earmarked for expansion of rapid transit and ferry service in the city. You'll be paying less for diesel in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick this morning. Diesel in Nova Scotia, Zone 1 dropped by 8.6 cents overnight. The minimum price now $1.86.5 a litre. The Energy Board says the adjustment is necessary due to a significant shift in the market price. Gas was not impacted. In New Brunswick, diesel fell by 5.7 cents a litre. The maximum price now $2.06.5. Prices in PEI did not change overnight. A barber in Halifax has carved time to give free haircuts to those in need. And as CTV's Vanessa Wright shows us, what started as a volunteer opportunity has turned into something much bigger.
Cutting hair is David Aravello's specialty. Once a month, you can find him here, still helping people, giving haircuts to those in need.
A haircut isn't just about hair, it's about making you feel like yourself again.
It all started when he began volunteering at this Halifax nonprofit. In no time, they created a room where he could give free haircuts. It quickly drew in regulars and new clients and has been going strong for 4 months.
They love it, honestly. They like the support, and they like knowing that the store can get out there, that they have a voice. Because a lot of the times I find a lot of clients here at Hope Cottage kind of feel like they don't have a voice, or that they're kind of being shut down a little bit.
I would definitely recommend
whoever wants to get like their hair to look really good, like he did mine. So come on down.
The 22-year-old documents his journey online, balancing life as a nurse and a barber. He's not quite sure what the future holds, but hopes it won't end here.
Honestly, whatever direction it goes, I'm just happy to be here. But I would love for this to grow and to impact more people in the community.
No doubt it will do just that. Vanessa Wright, CTV News, Halifax.
Well, thank you, Vanessa, for that story.
Great story, yeah. Okay, let's move on to something else. As you know, Kent is marking 50 years in Atlantic, Canada.
Yes.
And they're celebrating in style. They've sent us this a birthday bag, because of course they're celebrating 50 years with a unique limited edition collection of ball caps and retro-inspired trucker hats designed to reflect the brand's long-standing connection to the region.
Yeah.
So let's see what's in the bag, shall we? I love it on video.
Okay.
So this is cool. Since it started in 1976.
Oh my gosh, that is
isn't that
nice.
fun? Retro styling.
Awesome.
Love it. Style 1.
Okay.
Okay.
This is my favorite. I will be claiming this.
Oh,
Style 2.
yes.
Trucker hat with this cool Kent patch on it.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another style. Ooh, the corduroy.
There's a corduroy one?
Yeah,
Corduroy,
cool?
full on Kent.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you could pretend you work there. Love it. Yeah, so fantastic. Along with all of these things can be purchased at our partners at Kent. They've got mouse pads, pens.
Oh my gosh, this is the bucket.
Yeah, this is like a real birthday party with the best loot bag ever. So yeah, love it. Okay, so then we're gonna remind you of an opportunity to win something. Like, come on, man.
That's awesome.
Like, seriously, let's
And
go to
green
the
is your
barbecue.
color.
Let's go to the barbecue.
Ooh.
Yes, all right, here's a fantastic prize. You could even use this item at the barbecue if you're lucky enough to win. It's a gourmet pizza oven. Imagine a gorgeous uni pizza oven on your back deck. This is what's in the big bucket this month. So if you want to win it, all you have to do, you can win the pizza oven by Uni, a peel, and the cover. Perfect for entertaining. Simply go to our website, ctvatlantic.ca, or scan the QR code. The winner will be announced June 26th. Good luck to you. But if you want the cool merch,
those are really cute.
you can just go to the store and buy it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So cool.
I love it. I want like my name put into it.
Oh, in yellow?
Special name?
Oh my gosh, you need to have personalization. Dave.
That would be really cool.
Embroider
Yeah.
your name in there. Oh my gosh, that's next level.
All right. Okay. Still ahead this half hour, we are going to have a look at your national news headlines. Latavia has the latest look at the forecast. Plus, we're going to be speaking with Moncton's fire chief about the city's drug overdose crisis that's happening now and the rapid response vehicle that they're using to assist calls.
Excellent.
But first, let's take a look at the forecast. Here is a live look at beautiful Parsborough, Nova Scotia. What a place to be this morning. Simply stunning. Latavia has the details on the forecast right after this.
Happy Hump Day, Atlantic, Canada. The time now is 7:12. We're taking a live look at a beautiful sunny start to the day over in McAdam. Currently 10 degrees as you head outdoors. Temperatures will rise. Seasonal for your daytime highs today across New Brunswick, and it's going to be quite a lovely day ahead. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. As you can see here, it is 15 degrees heading outdoors in Halifax. 11 degrees starting off your day in both Sydney and Charlottetown. 10 degrees in Fredericton, as well as into Happy Valley Goose Bay. And 5 degrees starting off your day in St. John's, Newfoundland. In terms of precipitation in our forecast today, steady showers and or rain expected for both Newfoundland and Labrador today. Into the Maritime region, sunshine for all 3 maritime provinces. Late this afternoon, we are expecting a low chance of showers to return for parts of New Brunswick, a risk of thunderstorms, and into parts of Nova Scotia. Only around a 30% chance of it happening. And then into tonight, we'll see a chance of showers spread across all 3 maritime provinces, clearing out by midnight, though, taking us into early Thursday morning. We do have a sunny start to the day yet again. If you are wondering about precipitation totals, going to remain quite light for much of the Maritime region, seeing around 5 to 10 millimeters for Bathurst. We are seeing accumulation for both Newfoundland and Labrador with the steadier shower activity, looking at 10 to 20 millimeters for Happy Valley Goose Bay, as well as into St. Anthony and St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast today for New Brunswick. Daytime highs will be warming up. 21 degrees in St. John, up to 27 into Moncton and Fredericton. Sunny skies, increasing cloudiness this afternoon, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. We also have some isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms late this afternoon. Prince Edward Island looking at highs between 17 to 24 degrees in Summerside and Charlottetown. Actually seeing lots of sunshine throughout your day today. A chance of showers will return into the evening. And for Cape Breton, eastern mainland Nova Scotia, we are going to see much of the same. Mainly sunny skies today. Cape Breton not seeing showers until this evening. But for eastern Nova Scotia, seeing a low chance of showers, 30% chance of it happening into the afternoon. Daytime highs ranging from 17 degrees in Canso up to 26 in Truro. For the rest of Nova Scotia, sunshine with increasing cloudiness this afternoon, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. Isolated showers expected to move in, and daytime highs will range from 19 degrees in Yarmouth up to 26 in Middleton and Shelburne. For Labrador City, we are looking at a high of 19 degrees today. Scattered showers and a risk of thunderstorms throughout the day. 8 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, looking at periods of rain, tapering off to drizzle into the evening. So for Thursday's forecast, sunshine starts off the day, and we do have a chance of showers returning for parts of the region. That's a look at your weather. Going to throw things over to meteorologist Kaylin Mitchell.
This is the Campfire Conditions Report, brought to you by Pine Acres RV, where customers become friends. And for the province of New Brunswick, campfires are currently allowed. In the province of Nova Scotia, campfires are permitted for most of the province between the hours of 2 p.m. and 8 a.m. There are some restricted hours in the southwestern corner of Nova Scotia, where some counties, campfires are permitted between 7 p.m. and 8 a.m. That'd be for Annapolis, Digby, Yarmouth, Shelburne, and Queens counties. And for the province of Prince Edward Island, campfires are permitted, with domestic brush burning allowed between the hours of 2 p.m. and 8 a.m. Keep fires small and under control, and never leave a fire unattended.
Thank you, Kaylin. As the G7 summit wraps up today in France, U.S. President Donald Trump is facing a flurry of questions over the deal aimed at ending the war with Iran. ABC's Karen Hua is in Washington with the details.
This morning, President Trump is facing more pressure to release the text of the deal he signed with Iran. The Senate's top Republican and Democratic leaders both questioning why they remain in the dark.
Clearly, like anybody else, we want to see the devil's in the details.
No one quite understands what Trump is up to, and now he's keeping everybody in the dark.
Vice President J.D. Vance says it's a very general document, about a page and a half long, which includes the U.S. lifting the blockade of Iranian ports, Iran opening the Strait of Hormuz, and then 60 days to discuss the future of Iran's nuclear program.
Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. That's what it says. It won't have one to buy, to develop. They will not have a nuclear weapon. And I would say that's about 99.9% of what I wanted.
Still unclear what kind of financial reward Iran has been promised. Also complicating the deal, Iran's foreign minister says the end of the war in Lebanon is an inseparable part of the agreement. So if Israel continues to attack Iranian-backed Hezbollah in Lebanon, then Iran will see that as a violation of the deal. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he'll do what he has to defend his country, adding, quote, "I am responsible for Israel's security interests, and I insist on them." Even though this deal may appear shaky, it's been good news for oil prices. U.S. oil trading at its lowest level since early March. Karen Hua, ABC News, Washington.
Another break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, Crystal will have a conversation with Moncton's fire chief about the response to the overdose crisis in the hub city. That's on the other side of this break. Please stay with us.
Welcome back. It's now 7:21. The Moncton Fire Department has been using a rapid response vehicle as the city continues to cope with an overdose crisis. With a crew of 2 instead of 4, the smaller vehicle will help alleviate some of the stress placed on the bigger fire trucks and its crews. Here to tell us more is Moncton Fire Chief Conrad Landry. Good morning, Chief Landry.
Good morning.
So tell us, how dire is the situation with overdoses right now on the streets of Moncton?
Well, before May 29th, we were averaging about 4 to 5 overdose calls per day. And then on that Friday, the calls started to increase dramatically to kind of the mid-20s, 23, 25 calls per day. So we've been going a little over 2 weeks like that. So now this weekend and the first few days of this week, it seems to be stabilizing a bit. They're still a little high, but they're more in the 10 to 12 calls a day instead of the 20 3 to 25 calls a day. So it is putting a lot of stress on our resources for sure.
And well, even as this more stabilized moment, you say it's still double what firefighters are used to dealing with. So to what degree are these overdose calls impacting firefighting resources for other emergencies?
Yeah, exactly. So for us, we had quite a few times that we were at least 2 crews. So Moncton has 5 fire stations. So that means 2 out of the 5 fire stations were dealing with overdoses. So that meant if there would have been a fire or a serious another incident, we might have been either delayed or having to call our mutual aid partners from municipalities around the region. Luckily, none of that has happened, but that's something we're always monitoring.
Well, let's talk about these rapid response vehicles. I understand that they were put into place quicker than you were planning on because they were needed.
Yeah, last year council had approved to purchase a vehicle and hire additional firefighters, so 10 additional firefighters. That makes 2 per shift, and so we were planning on deploying that on July 1st. So the firefighters are in training as we speak, and they're going to be done on June 26th, and we were planning to start that right after. Because of this surge of calls of overdose, we decided to start that program last Friday. And so for now, it's going to be overtime firefighters that are off duty until those new firefighters are graduated, and then we can put them in the system.
All right. And then these vehicles will be able to respond specifically to overdose calls. Am I correct in assuming that?
Yeah, it's a smaller vehicle. It's focused more on the core of the city where the most of the overdose arrive. Now, if there's a large structure fire and we need the extra, it's going to be all hands on deck, but it's mainly focused on overdose and medical calls in the core of the city.
How are first responders coping right now? Because this is a lot for them. They're working overtime and their shifts are much busier than they used to be.
Yeah, of course, all firefighters, include the department, we're very concerned about the people that it's affecting. So the citizens that are overdosing. So that's our top priority. But the firefighters, of course, this is mentally challenging for them on kind of 2 aspects. One is that you see these people going through these difficult times, and you got to wonder what happened in their lives that brought them to this level. But also when you're doing your 20th or 23rd overdose in a day, we're very concerned about compassion fatigue. So we want that first overdose or that first call to be treated with the same as the 20th call. So we're monitoring that. So far, the firefighters are doing really well. We have peer support. We have a system in place in case they need some help, but we're monitoring that very closely.
Well, thank you so much for your time this morning, Chief Landry.
My pleasure, anytime.
Now at 7:25, we're going to turn our attention over to Latavia in the Weather Center.
Thanks, Crystal. Taking another look at our 3-day forecast. 25 degrees today, sunshine in New Brunswick. Isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. On Thursday, 24 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud. Rain moves into the evening across the province. 22 degrees on Friday. We're looking at a mix of sun and cloud to start and a chance of showers into the afternoon. For Nova Scotia, 24 degrees today with sunny skies, increasing cloudiness and isolated showers this afternoon. 24 on Thursday. We're looking at lots of sunshine for much of the province. Isolated showers for mainland Nova Scotia into the afternoon. Evening rain across the province. 22 degrees on Friday with a mix of sun and cloud, and showers expected for parts of the province into the afternoon. For Prince Edward Island, looking at 22 degrees, and we do have mainly sunny skies, evening showers. On Thursday, 23 with mainly sunny skies and evening rain. 20 degrees on Friday with isolated showers returning across the province.
Just ahead in this half hour, charming event. We'll visit Argyle Fine Art and talk about with the artist leading an upcoming workshop that could see you making a bag charm or a personalized necklace. Those details coming up in this half hour of Your Morning Atlantic.
Through the show already on this Wednesday, halfway through the week.
Yeah.
Wow. We're halfway there. exciting. I love my job in the many ways. I get to meet so many interesting people.
Yes.
This half hour, you're going to meet a really cool, very creative person, Ilona. But she used to be a helicopter pilot in the military and trained people how to fly helicopters.
And now is doing the back charm?
Now she's
teaching people
she
how to.
really loves teaching, and she thought, now that she's left the military, what can I do? And she's going to teach people how to make jewelry. So
That's incredible.
one of the workshops is tonight at Argyle Fine Art. If you're looking for something to do, all the materials are provided. But
Very cool.
need to hear more about her vision and business. Just super cool.
Back charms are also so adorable.
They really are.
Yeah.
Yes. Elevating your pieces.
The
is
charms,
really cool.
but also you can make a necklace, really cool. Like there's 2 different styles of necklaces. You'll see.
Ooh,
You'll see. I think I want the necklace. Anywho,
Okay.
if you go to the workshop, you can pick whatever you like.
Well, today's going to be a lovely day to head out and explore your area within the Maritime region, holding on to sunshine throughout your day today. As you can see from our live eye in Lockport, beautiful day to head out and maybe even take a stroll along the beach. Temperatures are continuing to warm up, already seeing a warm up slowly happen right now. And temperatures will be above seasonal to seasonal for much of your daytime highs. So like I mentioned, great day to head out. Keep in mind sun safety if you are doing so. 15 degrees in Halifax this morning, 11 in Sydney and Charlottetown, 12 degrees in Moncton, with 7 degrees in Cartwright, as well as into Corner Brook. We are holding on to steady shower activity for both Newfoundland and Labrador today, so it's going to be a wet day ahead. Well, for the Maritime region, we do have a low chance of isolated showers returning for parts of New Brunswick with the risk of thunderstorms and parts of Nova Scotia. Really light wind for all 3 maritime provinces today as well. 15 kilometers per hour right now in Sydney, only 7 in Halifax. No wind gusts to report at this time. We'll take another look at your long-range forecast just ahead. First, a look at your local news with Amanda.
A fundraising drive is underway in Nova Scotia for the family of a woman who died in a major fire in Bridgewater last week. The GoFundMe post identifies the victim as 24-year-old Amitaj Kaur, who came from India as an international student in 2020. The goal of the drive is to raise enough money to have her body returned to her family in India. More than $45,000 has been raised so far. Meantime, still no word on what caused the fire, which spread to an adjacent building on King Street and destroyed both. Officials have said first responders were under the impression everyone had safely evacuated the building, but later learned Kaur was unaccounted for. There's growing concerns about the prevalence of tainted street drugs in the region. As you know, the problem's been well documented in Moncton in recent weeks. Now, 5 counties in Nova Scotia are reporting similar issues. Drug alerts from the province's health authority have now been issued for West Hants, Lunenburg, Kings, Pictou, and Cumberland counties. The alert indicates laced crack cocaine and crystal meth supplies. Multiple overdoses have also been reported.
We need to look at providing recovery services here for people in Nova Scotia right now. We need to be getting the drugs off the street, and we need to look at the practices that we currently have in place, that have been in place across the country, that I think the public are standing up and speaking up and saying, these are not working.
The health authority is urging drug users not to use drugs alone and have naloxone ready in case of an opioid overdose. The fate of Halifax's long-shuttered Old Memorial Library remains uncertain. Closed and replaced 12 years ago, the old library on Spring Garden Road was the focus of debate at City Hall on Tuesday. There's still no consensus or clear path forward for the 75-year-old building. Provincial laws prevent the site from becoming anything other than a park, garden, or library. The land is also a former burial ground.
Yes, it's been 14 years. But there is a group of people right now who want to do something with that site. And why would we not entertain an opportunity that would allow them to get into a process?
I've gotten many emails from residents that said visitor center, a museum, housing, the list goes on and on. I haven't heard anything from the private sector.
Everybody who's looked at this runs away once they get into the particulars because it's really expensive, it's complex, and to boot, it's sitting on a mass grave.
$7.8 million has been estimated to solely address current deficiencies at the building, but staff say substantially higher figures would be needed to reuse it. Council has opted to pause the consult and demolition plan and seek interest for adaptive reuse options. People living in a rural area of New Brunswick want to know why a piece of their history is being torn down. The Kouchipakwak Dam is being demolished. It was built in 1917. Decades later, it became one of NB Power's first hydro dams and provided service to the communities of Rishabukto, Rexton, and St. Louis-de-Kent.
Not good. Kouchipakwak is losing a lot of history.
I mean, it's a part of our community, a lot of memories. It doesn't seem like it was harming the environment.
Says the demolition is necessary because, depending on water conditions, the dam can impede fish passage. DFO says by removing the dam, the river's natural flow will be restored, allowing Atlantic salmon and other species to migrate freely through the Kouchipakwak River. The habitat restoration project is expected to be completed by the fall. You'll be paying less for diesel in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Diesel in Nova Scotia Zone 1, the Halifax area, dropped by 8.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.86.5 a litre. The Energy Board says the adjustment is necessary due to a significant shift in the market price. Gas was not impacted. In New Brunswick, diesel fell by 5.7 cents a litre. The maximum price now $2.06.5. Prices in PEI did not change overnight. Have you ever seen a preschool that's just for dogs? Well, take a look at a self-described kindergarten just for our furry friends. So it's called Paw, and it's located in China's largest city of Shanghai. Dogs here follow a daily schedule of activities from socialization to snack time, even a chunk of time dedicated to music. Business says it's now catering to around 200 dogs.
Wow.
I love how they're all wearing shirts.
Yeah,
right?
Are they looking for staff? Because these are the cutest dogs.
They are
so sweet. You get to hear some like classical music being played?
Yeah, like
bring it on.
It's not just streaming music. I mean, this is a real person playing for the pampered pup.
Spoiled.
I guess sometimes a teacher would play piano in kindergarten. We'd sing a song, but not like that.
Yeah, nothing that fancy.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. All right, well, but stay in Asia. Let's stay with the cute.
Okay.
This just may be the cutest little birthday party you've ever seen. Well, look at that. This is in Southwest China. They held a very special birthday feast for red pandas. It featured fruit skewers made with grapes, apples, bananas, and plums. And a bonus, they were arranged on a refreshing watermelon platter.
Hello.
So, first of all, these are really cute red pandas, super healthy. And also, I'm really enjoying the edible arrangement.
Right?
Next
like,
level.
I want some.
Exactly. Oh, they can even manipulate the skewers with their little paws.
Oh, cutie patooties.
Look how green the grass is there, too.
They're like red raccoons.
I know, they call them red. I guess the face is sort of panda.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's like a lemur and a panda and a raccoon.
Marsupial.
Yeah,
all got together and had a party.
Yeah, apparently.
And in one animal.
What a party, too. Okay, we want to remind you of the Move Morning Chat. Oh, send us your photos, share your memories with us. We are taking a trip back to prom. So we're asking you about when did you go to prom and who's your prom date? Are you still in touch? And we would just love for you to send us a text. 10400 is the number.
Yeah, we'd love to see your photos. Send
send them our way.
Let me see some youth in their prom garb. Bring it on.
Bring it
a chance to brag.
Yeah, or show off the grad in your life.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to have another break. Latavia's got the forecast and then a workshop that will leave you charmed. We'll meet the artist behind a workshop happening later today. That's a bead lover's dream. Please stay with us. Your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. The time now is 7:43. We're taking a live look at Blue Nose Drive. Beautiful start to your day. 14 degrees already in Lunenburg. And temperatures will continue to rise, looking at an above seasonal high of 26 degrees in your area today. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. Temperatures already beginning to rise for the maritime region. It's going to be quite a warm day ahead for parts of Labrador as well today. 15 degrees in Halifax with 11 in Sydney and Charlottetown, 10 degrees right now in Fredericton, 9 in Labrador City. City, cooler in St. John's, Newfoundland at 5 degrees. We are going to see scattered showers for much of Labrador, a risk of thunderstorms today into Newfoundland, looking at periods of rain to start your day. For the Maritime region, sunshine for all 3 maritime provinces, and we are going to see a low chance of showers return for parts of New Brunswick with a risk of thunderstorms, and then parts of Nova Scotia also seeing a low chance of isolated showers. And then into this evening, a chance of showers will continue for all 3 maritime provinces. That will start to clear out near midnight, and we will be seeing sunshine start off the day for Thursday. If you are wondering about precipitation totals, though, going to remain quite light for the Maritime region. Only seeing around 5 to 10 millimeters for Bathurst. We are going to see an increase in accumulation for Newfoundland and Labrador, looking at 10 to 20 millimeters for Happy Valley Goose Bay into St. Anthony and St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast today for New Brunswick. Daytime highs will be warming up. 21 degrees in St. John, up to 27 in Fredericton and Moncton. Sunny skies with increasing cloudiness this afternoon, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. Isolated showers expected to return into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Light wind across the province today. Prince Edward Island, daytime highs between 17 degrees in Surrey, up to 24 in Summerside and Charlottetown. Mainly sunny skies across the province today. Isolated showers expected this evening. And then for Cape Breton Island, eastern Nova Scotia, we are going to see a warm up as well. 17 degrees in Canso, up to 26 degrees in Truro. Mainly sunny skies throughout your day today for Cape Breton Island, seeing showers this evening. For eastern Nova Scotia, seeing a low chance of showers this afternoon. For the rest of Nova Scotia, looking at highs between 19 degrees in Yarmouth, up to 26 in Middleton and Shelburne. Lots of sunshine, increasing cloudiness this afternoon, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud. Isolated showers this afternoon as well. For Labrador City, 19 degrees, scattered showers and a risk of thunderstorms throughout your day today. 8 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, looking at periods of rain, tapering off to periods of drizzle this evening. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Crystal.
We are at Argyle Fine Art on Barrington Street in Halifax. I'm joined by owner Adriana Afford, and we are here to talk about what wonderful things are happening in this whimsical, wonderful gallery, which is one of my favorites.
Yay, I like that. Whimsical, wonderful.
It
exactly
is
what we're going for.
What's happening right now?
Well, you know, summer is almost here, I think, so we've got all sorts of really neat exhibits and stuff, and we also have lots of workshops for people that really want really fun experiences. So that's what we're working towards throughout the summer and into the fall.
You've always got a new exhibit on the walls, but what I love about Argyle Fine Art is that you recognize art in all of its unique forms.
Yes, as you said, painting, but we also have jewelry making. So.
Jewelry making and neat little trinkets.
All sorts of stuff.
Stickers.
Ceramics, yes, stickers, small stuff, yeah.
Pop in, it's different all the time. All right, and we are going to meet somebody this week that's having a workshop here. Do you find the workshop brings different kinds of people into the gallery?
It does, actually. It's how we actually meet people and how they meet one another. We were just talking off camera about how there's, you know, like interesting spots now for people to connect a little bit more, and this is one of those.
Definitely. I love art. Always there's something to talk about with art. So let's meet our special guest today. These are the creations of Alona Inman of Mabel and Rose, and this is what people are going to make on Wednesday night here at the gallery.
Absolutely. So on Wednesday night, we're doing a bag charm and charm necklace workshop. So we can do a charm necklace like the one I'm wearing, or we're going to show you another style here in a moment, or one of the bag charms that you saw at the beginning of the shot.
Oh my gosh, lots of great choices. How it's made is really interesting, but I think the story of even how you came to have the business, Mabel and Rose, is fascinating. You used to be a helicopter pilot, and you trained people to fly helicopters.
Yes, absolutely, yes. So I first learned how to do wire wrap jewelry actually while I was waiting for some training while I was in the military, and I had a bit of time on my hands. And subsequently, I released from the military in 2019. I taught new helicopter pilots for a couple of years.
Wow.
And then we relocated to full-time to Halifax. And I decided I needed a creative outlet, so I decided to kind of combine all my skills.
Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Students are going to show up, they'll get what when they show up on
When they
Wednesday
show
night?
up, they're going to get some tools and some wire, and that's basically the nuts and bolts of putting it together, and then we gather the rest of the materials. And so we're going to show you today, just very quickly, kind of a style of necklace that has become very popular lately, with a chain with a number of beads. And you can see I've just started with 2 here.
Yeah, it's like a little charm necklace.
Exactly, yeah. Kind of like a charm bracelet, but in necklace form. And I'm going to get you to pick out another bead. I've prepared a couple in there.
Okay, obviously I want this heart bead.
Perfect. And so the students I'll teach them how to wire wrap that themselves.
Yep.
But for you today, we got it ready already, and I'm just going to do the last step here, which is to attach it with a little jump ring. And then we just pick a link, and we're going to attach it on
It looks actually like it
close
would
it up.
be relaxing.
It's very relaxing, yeah. Close it right up. And then you've got another.
You're well on your way. You're well on your way.
tea.
That is absolutely beautiful. So it's Wednesday night here at Argyle Fine Art. Oh my gosh.
You just contact Argyle Fine Art for tickets.
Okay, fantastic. And how else can people find your beautiful work?
Yeah, so I am on Instagram, Mabel_and_Rose, and that is probably the best place to find me.
Perfect. And you love doing workshops because of your natural instruction.
Yes.
I see that this would be way easier than flying a helicopter.
Yeah, it's quite a bit easier. I like to say that if I can teach that, I can also teach you how to do this.
Well, Alona, I can say, and this is for you, Amanda, charmed, I'm sure. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And we put the information about the workshop on our website, too. This is so fun.
I love how Crystal always knows. I love the puns. Health and medical news now. Fertility may not be a reason for men to avoid GLP-1 medications, and in fact, they could see an improvement. It's one of the topics in Your Health. After 24 weeks of treatment with GLP-1s, men aged 18 to 65 saw improved testosterone levels, healthier sperm, and higher sperm counts. That's according to a group of researchers from the Warwick Medical School in the UK. The drugs are typically used to treat diabetes and are widely prescribed for weight loss. Researchers say the study was only conducted on men with high body mass index, so it's unclear if the rest of the population would see fertility benefits. They say more studies are needed before GLP-1s could be prescribed as a treatment for male infertility. New research suggests the type of liquid you take with pills may have more of an impact than people realize. Researchers in Hungary found that some alkaline or mineral-rich bottled waters can weaken the protective coating on some pills, causing medications to release too early and potentially reducing their effectiveness. The study says drugs designed to dissolve in the intestines, including some anti-reflux and anti-inflammatory medications, are typically formulated to be taken with regular tap water. Researchers are now calling for clearer guidance on which liquids are safest to use with oral medications. Finally, it seems more parents are tracking the locations of their adult children. A new survey from a children's hospital in Michigan found more than half of the 1,500 parents surveyed digitally track their adult children who are ages 18 to 25. Most say they do it for peace of mind or in case of emergencies, but nearly 1 in 4 say it can sometimes make their worries worse. Experts remind parents that one location point does not tell the full story. They also say families should set clear rules before tracking continues into adulthood.
We just have one milestone to pass along for you today. It's a 65th anniversary for Helen and Tony Dubois of Dartmouth.
65 years. Look at this photo taken 65 years ago today.
So gorgeous.
What a fantastic wedding look for the couple.
Yeah, happy anniversary. All right, well, to see your milestone again or to find out how to submit one, you can visit our website by scanning the QR code on your screen. And a reminder, milestones must be received 2 weeks in advance. And fans across social media are singing Sweet Home Alabama, where the skies are so blue, all because of a certain grocery store manager.
ABC's Danny New has a story of a man who's spreading goodwill by dancing in the aisles.
Look out.
He's strolling down the produce aisle.
Here comes the Alabama man being called America's favorite grocer.
If you come to my store, I'm going to treat you with respect. I'm going to treat you, like your family.
Over the past 6 months, Barry Dabbs has been winning over the hearts of millions online as he dances his way across food giant Hueytown. He's the store director and has worked here for 42 years.
How come you wanted to be there for more than 4 decades?
Hey, I love this place. I mean, this is like my second home.
Most of his videos start with this special theme song as he spins through the aisle.
Good morning, food giant.
Before being announced with the ultimate introduction.
Today on our steam table, we have our famous catfish.
Sometimes he'll tell his followers what's for lunch.
Good morning, America, and good morning to the world. This is what's for supper.
Or what's for supper. And people from all over the planet seem to want to know what Barry is serving up in Alabama. One commenter writing, Barry's been my screensaver for months now.
It's like on a daily basis, just about somebody will come in. They want to have their picture made with me. You know, I had one lady come from England.
But besides how it helps the store, Barry is hoping his newfound fame will also help with his charitable efforts.
What do you do on your off day? You go toy shopping for Garrett's Place.
Every year, Barry raises money and collects toys for Garrett's Place, a local nonprofit serving children in foster care and their families. This year, Barry says he hopes to double these donations for his community.
Our slogan in Hueytown is small city, big heart. That's what we are here at Food Giant Hueytown. We're a small store with a big heart.
Also, since Barry is in Alabama, I did legally have to ask if he supports Alabama or Auburn football, and he was able to show me his answer. Look, there is the Crimson A of Alabama tattooed on his finger, and there's my mouth wide open. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Taking a look at our 3-day forecast, 25 degrees today in New Brunswick. We do have isolated showers late this afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. On Thursday, sunshine returns with evening rain. 24 degrees is your daytime high. And ending off the work week with 22 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud with scattered showers into the afternoon. For Nova Scotia, 24 degrees today, sunny skies, isolated showers for parts of the province into the afternoon. 24 on Thursday, we're looking at isolated showers for mainland Nova Scotia, sunshine for the remainder of the province, evening rain across the province. And then on Friday, 22 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud showers for Cape Breton. For Prince Edward Island, 22 degrees, mainly sunny with evening showers expected. On Thursday, 23 degrees, mainly sunny yet again. We do have rain moving in across the island into the evening, 20 on Friday with showers.
#1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
It's Wednesday, June 17th, today on Your Morning Atlantic. A fundraising drive underway in Nova Scotia for the family of a woman who died in a major fire in Bridgewater last week. Your top news headlines in just a few moments.
And refreshing your bedding, from cooling sheets to cozy duvet covers, Taylor Kay shares the latest bedding trends, elevating your overall quality of sleep. Oh.
That pup looked like our old family dog, Disco.
Oh, Disco. We had a dog named Disco?
We had a dog named
That's
Disco.
awesome.
He was a great dog. But yeah, looking forward to having Taylor come in and talking about bedding. People really want cool sheets usually around this time of year. You don't want that heavy flannel because it's getting so warm at night. And that's the thing I always have to remind myself too. So many of us don't have air conditioning at night, so it's so hot at night.
Yeah.
It can be so uncomfortable.
I'm a big blanket person. I have to be under a blanket. I don't care what it's
how hot
like
it
in the
is,
house, but always have a duvet because it feels crisp.
Oh, I love a
touch.
duvet.
And then you could just stick a leg out if you have to.
Exactly.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
It's funny because you watch so many horror movies. I'm like, you're not scared to just like stick your leg out?
It depends on what I've watched.
Yeah. Yeah. And a sheet, on hot nights, like the sheet is where you start. But by midnight, you go down and pull up the
Oh, yeah. I love bedding, especially as I've gotten older. I'm like,
I don't compromise on bedding.
Is this? Exactly.
What's the thread count?
I did that recently when we moved and then we got a bigger bed. So I was like, okay, we'll just get some cheap sheets. Don't get the cheap sheets.
No.
Never.
Worst mistake of my life. Wasted money.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Honestly, go to yard sales, stores, get the good stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, you spend a lot of your life sleeping.
That is true.
You really do.
Some,
you do.
at least.
Not people on the deck, though. They just look out the window and say, wow, this is beautiful.
Right? They're like, I got to get my day started. Look how beautiful it is outside. The sun is shining. That's exactly what's going to be sticking around for you today. A beautiful sunny day ahead. Temperatures already beginning to warm up. We are going to see a low chance of showers returning into this evening for you. Other areas seeing a bit of shower activity throughout the day today. So 15 degrees right now in Halifax, 11 in Sydney and Charlottetown, 10 degrees in Fredericton, as well as into Labrador City, cooler in St. John's with 5 degrees. Newfoundland and Labrador seeing precipitation throughout the day today, so it's going to be a bit of a wet one. For the Maritime region, sunshine throughout your day today with a low chance of showers returning into the afternoon for parts of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. In terms of our wind forecast, remaining light throughout the day today, 15 kilometers per hour right now in Sydney with 9 in Charlottetown, 7 in Lunenburg. No wind gusts to report. We'll take another look at your forecast just ahead. First, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you so much, Latavia. A fundraising drive is underway in Nova Scotia for the family of a woman who died in a major fire in Bridgewater last week. The GoFundMe post identifies the victim as 24-year-old Amitaj Kaur, who came from India as an international student in 2020. The goal of the drive is to raise enough money to have her body returned to her family in India. More than $45,000 has been raised so far. There's still no word on what caused the fire, which spread to an adjacent building on King Street and destroyed both. Officials have said first responders were under the impression everyone had safely evacuated the building, but later learned Kaur was unaccounted for. In New Brunswick, testimony will continue today at the double murder trial in St. John. On Tuesday, a forensic specialist with the RCMP testified about blood test results obtained from Roman Commissioner on the morning the two boys were killed. Natalie DeRosier testified that the blood alcohol projection was the equivalent of 2 to 3 bottles of 5% beer. And the active ingredient found in an allergy and sleep aid medication was also found in Commissioner's blood. A second witness, an RCMP forensic specialist, said DNA from 2 other individuals was found on Commissioner's clothing. Commissioner is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges. Nova Scotia's official opposition is urging the Houston government to take advantage of federal dollars to help lower rents and ease traffic congestion in the HRM. The party notes the Carney government has pledged tens of billions of dollars over the next decade for housing, along with education and public transit infrastructure. But Nova Scotia has yet to apply for the $366 million it would be entitled to under the Build Communities Strong Fund.
Right now, there are hundreds of millions of dollars on the table from the federal government in new programs to help build affordable housing and better transit across the country. Nova Scotia needs a share of this money to meet these pressing needs, but we have to fight for it.
Along with affordable housing, Claudia Chender says the cash could be earmarked for expansion of rapid transit and ferry service in the city. You'll be paying less for diesel in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick this morning. Diesel in Nova Scotia's Zone 1 dropped by 8.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.86.5 a litre. The Energy Board says the adjustment is necessary due to a significant shift in the market price. Gas was not impacted. In New Brunswick, diesel fell by 5.7 cents a litre. The maximum price now $2.06.5. Prices in PEI did not change overnight. A good number of Maritimers are flying direct to Europe this summer, straight to cities like Paris, London, Barcelona, Amsterdam, and more. And not surprisingly, summer traffic to Europe from Halifax is up since this time last year. CTV's Brianne Foley has the details.
Direct flights are coveted by travelers, and now there are more options than ever in the Maritimes.
Between May and October of 2026, we've seen a 40% increase in the seat capacity for service to Europe. So seat capacity represents the number of seats available on aircraft, and it basically is a great way to measure the opportunity to travel.
Direct is really important for a lot of people. They just want one flight, get there, get off, start their vacation, and we have such an increased capacity this year, direct to so many different destinations in Europe. It's really exciting.
Being able to fly to 15 European destinations from Halifax makes traveling the globe more accessible.
With the increased capacity that we have from Halifax and direct service, it's a good time to go.
Whether you're coming home or coming to visit, no doubt about it, nonstop is the path travelers want to take.
This was unbelievable. I just a few months ago was in Ireland and had to take two contacts, and it was just brutal. Long day, whereas this was 5 hours and perfect.
It opens it up for tourism, business, makes it super easy for people to come here and enjoy what Halifax has to offer. So first time for me, looking forward to it.
And makes Halifax a launch pad to the rest of the world. Brianne Foley, CTV News, Halifax.
Thank you, Brianne. And safe travels to anyone who's flying, direct or not.
Yes, love to fly. Okay, it's 8:07. We're going to remind you with the Move Morning Chat today.
Travel back in time.
We're going to travel back in time. We're throwing it back to prom seasons past. We're going to take a look at some of our prom photos. We're going to see Amanda's beautiful dress. Here's Latavia.
Yay! You look so beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, this was my aunt's dress. So my aunt is very fashionable. She used to get custom-made dresses for events.
Oh my gosh.
I used to raid her closet, as I still do to this day when I can.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so
What was your response? It must have been the nicest dress at prom. Oh, here's me.
Oh,
yeah,
you look so beautiful.
Well, thank you. My mom made that dress.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I still have it. I can't quite get it zipped up in the back, but I still have the dress.
Oh my God.
See how, notice my hand, everybody. See how the dress points down? I had to do that. It had a little ring of fabric so that I could like keep it on the...
on your finger?
On my finger, yeah.
That is adorable.
That's my very first boyfriend, Matt.
Wow.
Shout out, Matt. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in like a million years, but...
You have the Julia Roberts hair going.
And you can't even see, totally, you can't even see my foot, but I had the dyed shoes to match the dress. That was a big thing back in the day.
Wow.
Very cool.
Text us your prom photos, 10400. We would love to see them and share them on the show.
That's epic.
Also your recent one. Oh, that was so good.
Look at that. I mean, if I didn't get did people love your dress at prom? They must
Oh,
like,
yes.
whoa.
Yes, it was a hit. Yeah.
No one else had that dress.
No,
absolutely not. All right, still ahead, betting trends. We're talking about that. But first, Latavia has the forecast. We're going to take a live look at Summerside and PEI. Construction coming along well on this building.
Following it step by step.
We have been, and I must say they're making some great advances. The forecast is next.
Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 8:12. We're taking a live look at Peggy's Cove. A beautiful start to your day. You can see a lot of people outside enjoying Peggy early this morning. It's 17 degrees right now in your area, so temperatures are already beginning to rise, and it's going to continue to rise for our daytime highs. As of right now, weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. 18 degrees in Halifax, 15 to start in Yarmouth. Also into St. John, New Brunswick. 10 degrees right now in Labrador City, and 5 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland. Holding on to steady shower activity for both Newfoundland and Labrador today. Into the Maritime region, sunshine for all three maritime provinces. Into the late afternoon, we do have a low chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms returning for New Brunswick into parts of Nova Scotia. It is only a 30% chance of it happening, though, so just keep that in mind when you are heading out this afternoon. Into this evening, a chance of showers continues for all three maritime provinces, but clears out before midnight, taking us into early Thursday morning. A sunny start to your day with increasing cloudiness. Showers expected to return into the afternoon. In terms of our rainfall outlook, going to remain quite light, only seeing around 5 to 10 millimeters for Bathurst. Seeing some accumulation for Newfoundland and Labrador as well, 10 to 20 millimeters for Happy Valley Goose Bay into St. Anthony and St. John's. For our forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs will range from 21 in St. John up to 27 in Fredericton. Lots of sunshine across the province, then into the afternoon, increasing cloudiness, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud, isolated showers, and a risk of thunderstorms late into the afternoon. For Prince Edward Island, sunshine throughout your day today, seeing a low chance of showers return across the island into the evening. Daytime highs between 18 to 24 degrees into Charlottetown. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, we are going to see sunshine throughout your day as well. For Cape Breton Island, only seeing showers arrive into the evening. For eastern Nova Scotia, seeing isolated showers late this afternoon. Daytime highs will range from 17 to 26 degrees. For the rest of Nova Scotia, lots of sunshine with a mix of sun and cloud into the afternoon. A low chance of isolated showers will return, and daytime highs 19 to 26. For Labrador City, 19 degrees today with scattered showers and a risk of thunderstorms. 8 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, with periods of rain. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. The third and final day of the G7 summit is underway in France. Prime Minister Mark Carney and U.S. President Donald Trump don't have a formal one-on-one meeting scheduled at the summit, but an unscripted private moment caught on camera yesterday is making headlines. CTV's Mike LeCouture has more on what it reveals.
As G7 leaders prepared for their working lunch, Prime Minister Mark Carney took advantage of the moment to talk trade with U.S. President Donald Trump. In an apparent reference to the amount of Chinese electric vehicles Canada agreed to let into the country in January, Carney conveyed to Trump how little he believes it would affect the North American market. The agreement with China would allow for the annual import of 49,000 Chinese-manufactured EVs into Canada. In exchange, China lowered tariffs on a number of Canadian products, including canola. Also in Evian, Canada-U.S. Trade Minister Dominic LeBlanc and lead trade negotiator Janice Charette met with their American counterparts.
We talked about a number of other issues that the United States raises with us, but we also talked about issues that are important to Canadian workers and the Canadian economy.
Now, after securing the deal with Iran, Trump's focus shifted to Ukraine. Following a meeting with President Volodymyr Zelensky on the margins of the G7 summit, Trump had this message for Vladimir Putin.
Russia should make a deal. Russia's lost tremendous amounts of people, and so does Ukraine.
Ukraine will win. It's just a question of time.
To help make that happen, Canada announced additional sanctions against 162 Russian individuals and entities targeting the Russian war machine. And President Zelensky feels a new sense of momentum towards a resolution.
It's great that everybody's understanding. And it's great that Russia is not winning, and we have to push Putin to end this war.
G7 leaders will continue their meetings on Wednesday, but there are no plans for Trump and Carney to sit down together. But as we saw today, that doesn't mean they won't have important discussions, even if they're brief. Mike LeCouture, CTV News, near Evian, France.
And yesterday, U.S. President Donald Trump said negotiations on a peace deal with Iran are progressing. While he wouldn't reveal the specific language of the tentative deal, he reiterated a sticking point.
They will not develop, purchase, buy, or any other thing. They're not going to acquire a nuclear weapon. If they do, all hell will rain down on them.
Trump claims Iran wants to get a deal done. He also says ships are moving, adding the Strait of Hormuz should be fully open by Friday. He says it will remain toll-free beyond the 60-day ceasefire. At the FIFA World Cup, fans were treated to a show last night when Lionel Messi scored 3 goals in Argentina's match against Algeria.
Messi flying forward.
Messi's first ever World Cup hat trick gave defending champion Argentina a 3-0 win over Algeria. He ties the World Cup career scoring record with 16 goals, exactly 20 years to the day he made his World Cup debut. It is the 38-year-old's 6th World Cup. Another break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we are talking about cool bedding for the summer. That's on the other side of this break. Please stay with us.
Welcome back. It's almost 8:21, and with the official start of summer right around the corner, maybe it's time to give your bedroom a seasonal refresh. Our partner, lifestyle contributor Taylor Kay, returns this morning to share some of the top bedding essentials that will keep your space comfortable, stylish, and ready for the warmer months ahead. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Crystal. I mean, it's the easiest thing to do a refresh. And if you're thinking about treating yourself, I mean, I treat myself in the bedroom, like just with just a few things to like add that pop of color or just, again, refreshing some bedding.
My friend always says, don't skimp on bedding or art. So why is it a great time for Maritimers to refresh their bedrooms and sleep spaces during the summer season?
Well, coming up soon, of course, it's my favorite 4-letter word, sale. And Amazon Prime Day is happening June 23rd to 26th. And it's the perfect opportunity for you to invest in products, especially when it's on sale, for that, products in the bedding that make a real difference, with sweet sleep quality without, stretching your budget. This is from Bedsure. It is a female-founded company, and today I'm showcasing some of their best-selling bedding at home. Think holiday, like hotel quality, luxury. This is their Bedsure 100% rayon derived from bamboo sheet set. The sheets are made from rayon, again, derived from bamboo, that help with that moisture wicking. You know, a lot of us getting a little bit hot at night, maybe. You want that soft and silky feel. So they're ideal for hot sleepers, and they're comfortable throughout the night. And on Prime Day, you can save up to 42% off on these sheet sets that come in fabulous colors.
Yeah, that's a great heads up. Yeah, bamboo, so soft.
Yeah. So soft. Now my kids want me to treat them too. I'm like, no, mommy first.
Absolutely. All right, why is a duvet cover such an important piece to elevate your bedding?
Well, think about it. You might love your comforter, but you just want to change the color, and especially with spring and summer. I have different duvets for like different seasons as well. So a duvet cover really instantly updates that look of the bedroom, while also protecting the life of, you know, your actual duvet. It's one of the easiest, most affordable ways to refresh your space without replacing those larger items, those larger ticket items. And the duvet offers this soft, comfortable, you know, cotton feel with the convenience of easy maintenance with microfiber for washing. You know, we love, you know, especially you got to wash those duvets, and while remaining stylish and practical. And you can save up to 32% off on Prime Day.
Yeah, great to hear. Also, like, there's nothing fluffier than a duvet. You really get that luxury feeling when you've got a duvet and then the cover on top of it. All right, what is another versatile home essential that you might recommend?
Yeah, and I was going to say, Crystal, you know what? When I go to hotels, I want to mimic that feeling when I'm back at home with Bedsure You Can, right?
Yeah, that bing, ding, 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 that's exactly it. Bringing that luxury feeling into our homes. Okay, what's their next item?
So the next thing, you know what, if you're looking just simple things, whether it's, you know, whether you're having a movie night or you're out in the backyard, Mother Nature, she has been confused about the weather. We don't know what to expect. So I've got two different types of blankets. So I've got, and you know, these are pieces that you can just throw around your home. So think about like draping over a sofa, layering it over a bed, beautiful fluffy blankets, you know, great for those, like I said, movie nights. And these will be 38% off. And then I've got a cooling blanket. And back to that rayon, and you know, especially for those hot summer nights when Mother Nature makes it, we want it to be hot this summer. So with those cooling blankets, going to wick away that moisture and help regulate your body temperature. And that's going to be 28% off next week. And all you need to do is look for Bedshure's Amazon storefront, their Canadian storefront, and you'll find the full collection there. Lots of colors, lots of pop of colors, and you know, enjoy yourself and mix and match.
Yeah, I love it all. Really, like add to cart, fantastic. Remind people again exactly. What's that?
I'll put this on right now.
Yeah, that looks so fluffy. Okay,
it is.
Remind viewers quickly where and when these products are going to be on sale.
So Prime Day is June 23rd to 26th, and it's going to be on the Bedsure storefront on Amazon Canada. So their full collection will be on there, and their fluffy blankets.
And it doubles as a stole. Very good. All right, thanks so much, Taylor.
Okay, thank you.
Now we'll turn our attention over to Latavia with a 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Crystal. Starting off in New Brunswick, a seasonal high today and above seasonal for much of the province at 25. Sunny skies, increasing cloudiness with isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms into the afternoon. On Thursday, seeing sunshine return with a high of 24. Evening rain across the province, and 22 degrees on Friday. We will be starting off the day with sunshine, also seeing a chance of showers return. Nova Scotia is looking at 24 degrees today. Sunny skies, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon, and seeing isolated showers for much of the province into the afternoon. 24 degrees on Thursday. Isolated showers expected for mainland Nova Scotia, while the remainder of the province will see sunshine throughout the day. Rain across the province into the evening, cooling down just a bit to 22 to end off the work week on Friday. A mix of sun and cloud showers for Cape Breton. For Prince Edward Island, 22 degrees, mainly sunny with evening showers. 23 on Thursday. Looking at sunshine yet again across the island with rain moving into the evening. And on Friday, 20 degrees with isolated showers.
Coming this half hour, some travel tips to save money. Consumer contributor Barry Choi joins us to help us get ready for the summer travel season ahead. Stay with us.
Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 8:30, almost 8:30, I should say. But we are seeing a beautiful start to the day. Sunshine has returned, which is so welcome. And temperatures are warming up already. So it's going to be quite a nice day.
Ooh, ew.
Yeah.
Love that.
To see it, and we're loving seeing some of your prom photos too.
Yeah,
back
send them our
in the
way.
day. We're going to be sharing some of those toward the end of the show. And if you have someone who's going to prom today or went to prom, congratulations. Such an exciting time for the grads in our region.
It really is.
In Port Hood, Nova Scotia, they have a tradition of, I hope they still do it, where everybody goes, like the community goes to the local gym at the high school.
Okay.
And then they, well, it's actually now a middle school, but in any case, they all go to the local gym, and then all the kids who are going to prom that year parade their outfits for the community.
That's adorable.
I feel like I'd like to set that up in our studio. They can all come by.
Right? Yeah, let's see all the outfits. Come on.
I would love that.
Fashion show.
The fashion is chef's kiss. It's beautiful.
It really is gorgeous. Like, it's gone back to the...
I love it. It's like an evolution constantly, right? The big ball gowns are back. And
oh, yes. You know, do you think, like, would you ever go and change anything about your prom that you had?
I liked my outfit. I hated prom.
You hated prom?
Yeah, it was like a very horrible experience for me.
Yeah,
that's
so
a
sorry to hear
shame.
that. I recall, and this is a typical thing, a recurrent theme of my life, I got up way too early because I was excited. I started getting ready, and by the time prom came, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I was ready to sleep in my soup.
Yeah, see, you knew you were going to be a morning show host.
Exactly.
Even back then.
It's like,
up and at 'em.
It was clear even back then.
Up and at 'em and going.
Yeah.
I'm envious of the kids nowadays because there's so many wonderful resources and advice in terms of like styling, what colors look great on you, the different options, how to do your hair and makeup. I feel like I wish I could have like practiced those things a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm with you when it comes to like the hair. Like I could have wore my natural hair a little bit more, my curls, but
absolutely.
What can you do?
Kids these days, they look gorgeous in their photos. Just let's go back to the awkward days when we were taking our pictures.
Exactly, right?
All the makeup tips now. Anywho, looking like a beautiful morning out there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Over at the Armdale Roundabout, the sun is shining. 18 degrees in Halifax right now. So temperatures are quickly warming up. It's going to be an above seasonal day for many areas across the region. Something to keep in mind, sun safety, as you see that UV index continue to climb back up. As of right now, it is 13 degrees in Sydney, 14 heading outdoors in Charlottetown, 15 in Fredericton, 8 degrees in Cartwright, and 6 degrees over in Gander. We are seeing some steadier shower activity for both Newfoundland and Labrador today. But for the Maritime region, sunshine early in the morning and into the afternoon, with a low chance of showers returning for New Brunswick and parts of Nova Scotia. In terms of the wind forecast, it's going to remain quite light for the Maritimes. 20 kilometers per hour right now in Sydney, 11 in Charlottetown and in Canso. No wind gusts to report yet again. We'll take another look at your forecast, but first a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thanks, Latavia. There is a growing concern about the prevalence of tainted street drugs in the region. The problem's been well documented in Moncton in recent weeks. Now, 5 counties in Nova Scotia are reporting similar issues. Drug alerts from the province's health authority have now been issued for West Hants, Lunenburg, Kings, Pictou, and Cumberland counties. The alert indicates laced crack cocaine and crystal meth supplies. Multiple overdoses have also been reported.
We need to look at providing recovery services here for people in Nova Scotia right now. We need to be getting the drugs off the street, and we need to look at the practices that we currently have in place, that have been in place across the country, that I think the public are standing up and speaking up and saying, these are not working.
The health authority is urging drug users not to use drugs alone and have naloxone ready in case of an opioid overdose. A fundraising drive is underway in Nova Scotia for the family of a woman who died in a major fire in Bridgewater last week. The GoFundMe post identifies the victim as 24-year-old Amitaj Kaur, who came from India as an international student in 2020. The goal of the drive is to raise enough money to have her body returned to her family in India. More than $45,000 has been raised so far. As for the fire, there's still no word on how it started. It did spread to an adjacent building on King Street and destroyed both. Officials have said first responders were under the impression everyone had safely evacuated the building, but later learned Kaur was unaccounted for. You will be paying less for diesel in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Diesel in Nova Scotia, Zone 1, the Halifax area, that dropped by 8.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.86.5 a litre. The Energy Board says the adjustment was necessary due to a significant shift in the market price. Gas was not impacted. In New Brunswick, diesel fell by 5.7 cents a litre. The maximum price now $2.06.5. Prices in PEI did not change overnight. People living in a rural area of New Brunswick want to know why a piece of their history is being torn down. The Kouchipakwak Dam is being demolished. It was built in 1917. Decades later, it became one of NB Power's first hydro dams and provided service to the communities of Rishabukto, Rexton, and St. Louis de Kent.
Not good. Kouchipakwak is losing a lot of history.
I mean, it's a part of our community, a lot of memories. It doesn't seem like it was harming the environment.
Is necessary because, depending on water conditions, the dam can impede fish passage. DFO says by removing the dam, the river's natural flow will be restored, allowing Atlantic salmon and other species to migrate freely throughout the Kouchipakwak River. The habitat restoration project is expected to be completed by the fall. The future of healthcare might be in your pocket or even on your wrist right now. Health leaders from across the country and beyond were in Halifax Tuesday looking at how digital health, data sharing, and AI are transforming care. Information has become the biggest driver.
In order to improve the healthcare system and the health of Canadians, it's all based on data. So you really need that fundamental data to better understand the issues and to sort of start to identify the solutions that can help us tackle them.
We're going to have virtual hospitals, hospital at home, I guess is another way to do it, where, you know, you will be monitored, but it will be done virtually, digitally, and through wearables on your person.
Nova Scotia is in the middle of the one person, one record system rollout, a massive digital transformation of the health information and record system. Speaking of tech, if you are looking at your phone, you're going to want to put it down because I've been waiting to share this story all morning. Take a look. A famous tragedy quickly turned into a comedy when a stray cat stole the spotlight at a ballet performance of Romeo and Juliet. It gets better. You see him there by his head? The feline cozied right up next to Romeo's body.
Is this the part where he's actually dead?
Yeah. This is like the Russian ballet's emotional conclusion where, Juliet discovered her forbidden lover's dead body. Much like the distraught Juliet, the cat went so far as to inspect the body. And somehow the dancer still did not break character.
He's like, you okay, buddy? Need a hand?
Points to the actor who was continuing just to lie down.
Yeah, I would have started laughing.
Yes, I did see that this story happened, and at the end they hold the cat up like the Lion King. Everybody applauds it for its hilarious addition to the performance. Oh my God!
What a bugger! Cats really their own world.
Do not tell them what to do. They've got a mind of their own. Okay, this is kind of cool. I love these old cars. A grueling car rally in Czechia and nearby Slovakia is taking place. Look at the vehicles. And they're off. The endurance race features classic cars, and it's been taking place since the 1930s.
Wow.
It's a 3-day rally that does a round trip from Prague to Bratislava. This year's race saw 130 pre-war cars in the race, and it's run by the Prague Veteran Car Club. But wouldn't that be neat?
Whoa. Yeah, I'll take one.
A show and shine with a twist. You head out with the kind of car you have to wear the little leather hood and the goggles.
Right? You have to have some good facial hair for it.
Yeah, they do. They're winning. Yeah,
no,
look at that.
Gorgeous.
Played
So
shitty,
neat.
Wheels.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Prague. Put it on the list, ladies.
Right? Add it to the list. Sing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah,
You're driving along on that.
For sure. All right, not happening in our region. That's in the greater Prague area.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, great movie. Great music.
Classic when I was a kid.
Van Dyke.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, classic. All right, we're going to talk about the community calendar
You want me to sing the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang song? I'll do it.
I'm ready. I'm ready too.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. All right, so the St. Mary's First Nation annual powwow returns to Fredericton. This is from Friday, June 19th until the 21st. Come hear the drumbeat of Mother Earth. So learn more about cultural practices, dance, and traditional ceremonies with incredible live performances. To learn more, head over to the website on your screen. And the second annual Hillsborough, there we go, Park Community Yard Sale takes place this weekend in Charlottetown. So on Saturday, June 20th at 7:30 a.m. Ladies, pack your bags.
Yeah,
you
get
can
your
come
pink
up and
sheets
explore.
here.
Yeah,
You gotta get your new sheets.
Absolutely, there will be bargains. You can shop treasures, and community spirit will be alive and in action. So the event is actually spread out all across the park and will run till 12:30 p.m. This is epic.
I mean, I'm going to be in PI this weekend.
There you go. Yes, I forgot.
Head over there.
There you go. Made for you, Amanda. And Terra Vision presents their Scalding Summer Shocker series. So first up will be the man of my dreams, Freddy Krueger. will be slashing his way back onto the big screen. So on today, June 17th at 6:30 p.m., head over to the Cineplex in Lower Sackville for a viewing of A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Come out and rock your best 80s horror and heavy metal costumes.
Oh my gosh.
There's also going to be prizes for costumes. So for tickets, head over to their website. And if you have an upcoming event, send us the details. We'd love to promote it. Your Morning Atlantic at ctv.ca.
You have the Freddy Krueger sweater, right?
Yes, I do.
I will say it's quite a nice sweater.
It is. I got a really good one, so yeah, it's kept up through the years.
There's a few holes in it, though, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's true. It's
not in mine, but yes.
Yeah. But in general,
As there
it's
should
a stylish
be.
style.
Yeah, stylish. I know some stuff about scary movies. A little bit. All right, we're gonna have another break here on the show. Still ahead, Latavia has a look at the midweek forecast and then surprising ways to save money this summer. Consumer contributor Barry Choi will join us with some ways to save while still enjoying the season. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada, and welcome back. The time now is 8:44. A beautiful start to the day over in White Point, doing some early morning yoga, taking a stroll. Perfect activities when the temperatures are warming up. And we're also seeing that sunshine stick around throughout the day today. Currently 13 degrees in your area. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. 18 degrees to start in Halifax now, 13 in Sydney, 14 degrees as you head outdoors in Charlottetown with 15 in Fredericton. 10 degrees in Labrador City, and a bit cooler starting off your day in St. John's, Newfoundland, holding at 5 degrees right now. For Newfoundland and Labrador, we are going to see precipitation throughout your day today. For the Maritime region, lots of sunshine and temperatures warming up above seasonal for our daytime highs. We do have a low chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms returning late into the afternoon for New Brunswick. Parts of Nova Scotia also seeing some isolated showers late this afternoon. And then into this evening, a chance of showers will spread across all three maritime provinces, still remaining around a 30% chance of it happening. And then clearing out before midnight, taking us into early Thursday morning, another sunny start to the day, and a low chance of showers returning for parts of the region. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, only seeing 5 to 10 millimeters for Bathurst, 10 to 20 millimeters expected for Happy Valley Goose Bay into St. Anthony and St. John's, Newfoundland. So temperatures will be heating up above seasonal for much of New Brunswick, ranging from 21 degrees in St. John up to 27 in Fredericton. Sunny skies start off your day, increasing cloudiness into the afternoon, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud, and then that low chance of showers late into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Prince Edward Island, highs between 18 degrees in Surrey up to 24 in Charlottetown. Mainly sunny skies throughout your day. A low chance of showers returns into the evening. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, we are going to see daytime highs ranging from 17 degrees in Canso up to 26 in Truro. Mainly sunny today. We do have a low chance of isolated showers this afternoon for eastern Nova Scotia. Cape Breton Island seeing a low chance of showers into the evening. For the rest of Nova Scotia, highs between 19 degrees in Yarmouth up to 26 in Middleton and Shelburne. Lots of sunshine throughout your day today and a low chance of showers into the afternoon. For Labrador City, a high of 19 degrees today, so quite a warmer day ahead. Scattered showers with the risk of thunderstorms throughout your day with 8 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, and periods of rain. So into our forecast for Thursday, we are going to see increasing cloudiness throughout the day for the maritime region. A low chance of showers will return for parts of the region, but then into the evening, we're looking at rain spreading across all 3 maritime provinces, Crystal.
Now, whether it's trips, nights out, weekend fun, and the rest of it, summer can get expensive in a hurry, but you don't have to overspend. Our partner and consumer contributor Barry Choi joins us now with a quick and smart, maybe even surprising ways to keep money in your pocket. Good morning, Barry.
Good to be back, Crystal.
So let's get into it. We love saving money around here. Many people do travel during the summer months.
Yeah.
So your first tip is travel related. You recommend travel insurance?
Travel insurance is essential regardless of where you're traveling because it can protect you from unexpected medical expenses, which could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. But the good thing is Manulife's Cover Me offers customizable plans. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to travel long-term, need coverage for your family, or have concerns about a pre-existing condition, they got you covered. This is really important because workplace benefits and even credit card travel insurance could have gaps in the coverage, which could leave you exposed, and we obviously don't want that. But with Manulife's Cover Me, you can buy a single trip plan or an all-inclusive plan, which covers you for the entire year, regardless of how many trips you take. In addition, it's not just travel medical insurance you can get. You can get coverage for things such as trip delay, cancellation, or even baggage interruption and delays. If you want to learn more about Manulife's Cover Me, go to coverme.com for a free quote.
Okay, that sounds, yeah, I was just talking about this with my husband. You want to make sure you're protected when you travel. Okay, yeah. How about when it comes to online shopping for summer stuff? What's an easy way for consumers to put money back into their pockets?
So I don't know about you, but I love to shop online. But there's one thing I love more than shopping online. That's earning cash back when shopping online. So Rakuten is a cashback website where you can earn up to 15% cash back at hundreds of retailers. I'm talking about places like Sephora, Walmart, Amazon, Uniqlo, PetSmart, and more. And it's not just retail partners. They've also got some great travel partners, Air Canada Vacations, Verbal, Expedia, so much more. So you can earn cash back on flights, hotels, vacation packages, and even car rentals. Now, this is really important because a recent survey found that 86% of Canadians still plan on taking a trip this year, even though we know travel expenses have gone up. So by taking advantage of Rakuten's weekly cashback offers, gift card promos, and even retail partners where you can earn additional cash back, you can stack that savings to start earning cash back now. Sign up for free at Rakuten.ca.
So in a nutshell, for people who are watching right now who have never used Rakuten, you do all your shopping through the Rakuten app that directs you to the places where people do a lot of shopping.
Very simple. It's like a portal. You go on Rakuten.ca first. You choose which retailer you're going to go to. It takes you there, and you just shop like normal.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go back to travel for a moment. Yeah. If people do have travel in their budget this summer and they would like to save, any suggestions?
Always look in general to see what deals they have right now. Right now, the Canada Strong Pass starts next week, but at the same time, a lot of Canadians are traveling abroad. Orlando's a popular destination. I was there last week. The visitorlando.com has a great offers page that tells you deals such as dining discounts, hotel packages, and even attraction tickets. They even have a trip planning service, which a professional can give you personalized advice to help you save even more money. And even if the personal websites don't have any deals, you can check local attractions. For example, Universal Orlando Resort. I was just there right now. If you purchase 3-day tickets, you get 2 extra days for free. That's 5 days total for the price of 3. Some great deals to be had regardless of where you're going. Always check the local tourism websites.
Okay, yeah, so that was my next question. If you wanted to take advantage of these deals, where's the best place to start your journey in planning that trip to Orlando?
Yeah, to me, like I said, I would always start with visitorlando.com, but it doesn't matter where you're going. Say you're going to Hong Kong, say you're going to London. Always check the local tourism websites first. See if they maybe have a museum pass that can help you get extra money. Sometimes as a tourist, they have transit bundled, but of course you need to do the math. If you're buying a package with multiple passes, you need to see if the attractions you're going to is actually giving you a savings. If you're only going to 1 or 2, you're better paying just as you enter.
Okay, awesome. Well, you went to Orlando a week ago. What was your favorite part of that trip, Barry?
You know what? I love Orlando so much, but this time I spent a lot of time at Universal Orlando Resort, and my daughter was with me, and she finally rode Gringotts for the first time. But another nice thing is I was able to take my nephew and niece. It was their first trip to Disney World. My niece loved Tron. My nephew, he actually loved all the thrill coasters. He's 13. He's at that age. It was a really magical time, and that's the joy about travel. You can spend it with the ones you love.
Yeah, for sure. And the memories. They last forever. All right, Barry, thank you so much for these suggestions.
No problem, anytime.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back to wrap up the show and hopefully see some of your prom pictures right after this. 8:51, see you in a couple minutes' time.
show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
Oh, I'm talking about all the things that I've bought recently.
We were just like talking about Barry the Rakuten.
Yeah, very on brand for us.
Yeah, very, yeah.
Yeah, I know. And then we're like, look at this. I'm going to get this.
Yes, I know.
Anyways, all right, we are bringing you the Move Morning Chat. We're talking about prom and asked you to share some of your prom memories and your prom photos. So thank you so much to everyone who sent us a text. Let's go back in time. This is from Anne Marie.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful dress and color.
This is so much reminding me of the dress Maria wore in The Sound of Music when she was in that beautiful night with the captain.
Yes.
And how the corsage and the tie match. Love it. 48 years ago at my prom, and she says we're still good friends.
Anne-Marie, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, love that photo so much. It's just like nice to go back in time. I want to see the other photos behind her too. Like you can see how there's a bit of a pile.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very observant.
I know, so nice. So thank you so much. And yeah, if you still have prom photos too, and you got grad in your life, send them along. We'd love to just celebrate your
We'd
grad.
love to see them
and share them on the show. So trip back in time.
Okay, well, let's do something kind of. This isn't on brand. If you've been following our show, would you buy something from this seller? Guess what? It's a humanoid robot. And this time it's a salesman in Beijing trying to get shoppers to buy one of 12 different mystery boxes. They are pretty popular right now with young people these days. So shoppers reported the process being fast, seamless, and futuristic. I don't think I would want to buy anything from the robot. I want a real person. What about you, ladies?
Yeah, I prefer a real person, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it's cool. At least
Funky
it's
little
not
boxes.
That's not too human-like.
Yeah.
But the mystery boxes are fun. When I was at Argyle Fine Art, she had mystery art. It's wrapped up and you just
love
take it
that.
like it's yeah.
Ooh, I do like that from a person.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can kind of pick it up and shake it.
Yeah, what's inside? Ooh, I hope it's Lego.
Do you guys remember, this would be more like, I don't even know what age this would be, but that there was a few years back, there was a thing called Puppy Surprise. And
Yes! And they didn't know how many puppies were going to be in the mall.
Yeah. We love a surprise. We love that of that nature. Don't surprise me for a birthday or something. No thanks.
I mean, we'll take surprise puppies. Sure, why not?
Sure. All right. Beautiful day out there. Enjoy it. We'll see you back here for the Thursday show, 6 a.m. tomorrow.